everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight we're talking about the truth it can hurt about home ownership. And of course, due to the economic situation with the stock markets, where you got to put your money to make extra money while you sleep. We don't want to see that go down unless we have dividend stocks. We got to talk about what investments to make now and in the future, of course, because that's what we do here. And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Where's the emerging millionaires at? Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Thank you so much for being here this evening. I appreciate it greatly. Please make sure you share the videos if you can by hitting the share button so other people can find out about the channel still, because people still don't know. And also, in case you're new here, make sure you check the chat room, because I put some things in there earlier because we have our own business entrepreneurs here. So, of course, we always try to help them out. So, our own Professor Auntie Val has started Beachfront Java with her family. That is coffee and now tea as well. Premium blend beans for coffee, fine ground, drip ground, whole beans, half-pound bag up to 5-pound bags. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Free shipping in the United States. And if you use promo code SSN Lifestyle, all one word, all capital letters, after your first order, then for the rest of your life, as long as they're in business, you get 10% off for every order after your first one. So show some love, show some support for our own Professor Auntie Val. Let me see who's in the house tonight, because make sure you smash that like button, everybody, because you never know when the YouTube algorithm kicks in. And speaking of the professor, AKA Professor is here. Auntie Val is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And she has the icon next to her name, which means she's a member of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. And she says her tagline, good evening, fam, with the heart, with the strength, with the support, and with that cup of beachfront Java, or is that beachfront tea? I don't know. But either way, I know there's some beachfront Java in that cup or tea. So let's get to it. Go hit that link. It's beachfrontjava.com. All right. Jawway J, another investor, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He too has the icon next to his name. And thank you so much. And he brings his tagline, good evening, SSN Nation. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much once again for being here. And in case you're new, again, this is the No Guru Zone. Sure, it's the SSN Academy, the SSN University. It doesn't cost you anything. It's the No Guru Zone. If you have any questions, the chat room is open to everybody on Friday nights and Monday nights. So ask your questions if you have them. Feel free. We're welcoming environment here. So come along for the ride. Laverne Penix, another investor, is in the house. Businessman is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He too has the icon next to his name, which I greatly appreciate. And AKA Mr. Cool, ladies and gentlemen, he's in the house. His tagline this evening, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and the trailer. Thank you so much. He's the first person that's mentioned it. I appreciate that. Jawway J says he received a notification and trailer. Laverne Penix, and Mrs. Cool also came back from Spain a couple weeks back and sent pictures. My. Doesn't Europe look very nice? And it's not in any trouble over there right now, but it's closer to that zone where they're having issues. But nonetheless, it's looking beautiful over there. Thank you for sending me a few pictures as well. I appreciate that. Victor Marrero, soon to be retiree investor extraordinaire, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He too has the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for that, Victor Marrero. I greatly appreciate it. He says his tagline this evening: hello, all. Let's do this. And he means it, ladies and gentlemen. Everything we talk about, he's doing. He's even going beyond what he needs to do. He's doing options trading, which of course I don't know how to do it. The wheel strategy, if that helps you. He's doing that. And he's using yieldmaxetfs.com. Great returns on the dividends to supplement monthly dividend payouts on top of monthly dividend payouts on top of investment dollars every month, just like you should, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the investments you should be making now. Oh my, hold on, get your pen, pad, and paper together, because Yield Max ETF, that's all you have to remember, yieldmaxetfs.com. Go over there, it's dividends, do your homework, study it, look at it. Now, the option thing with the wheel strategy, I'm sorry. Hopefully Victor Marrero or somebody makes a video, then I can post it, because I don't understand it. Maybe they can help us out, ladies and gentlemen, because these guys are sitting here making extra money work for them. It's very nice. That's where you want to be right now in 2023 and beyond. If you think you know what's going to happen in the future, well, then you wouldn't be here, because you'd be one of those government officials that has classified information, that knows the opportunities that are going to come out before they come out, because you know the moves that countries might make. So if you're not them, then therefore you're going to have to be like us. Do it the old-fashioned way. Earn it. All right. Here is Curtis Davis. He's in the house with the icon next to his name. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's known here in this YouTube street, in the SSN Nation, as Mr. Financial. But in the YouTube streets, he's known as Chili Davis as well. He has his own channel, and he gives information out to everybody throughout the day, evening, and night. You just never know when the gems will be dropped, to make sure you're abreast of the latest financial news. And go over there and show some love with him, please. That would be greatly appreciated. He's part of the SSN Nation fam, so we got to go show some love and smash his like buttons on his videos. Smash that subscribe button over there and click the all notification bell. And he brings his tagline this evening: good evening, SSN family. Hope all is making money. I like that. That's what we have to do now. Or ABMM, it's his tagline: always be making money. How can you do that? What investments to make now? Well, number one investment in the world has to be dividend investing right now. The stock market just dropped again today. That means if you're holding dividend stocks, hopefully you reinvested today, because your yield, your return on your investment just went up. That's right. When the dividend stock price drops, the yield goes up, but you have to buy at the dropped price. Or hopefully your dividends reinvest during this time of the month. Either way, but nonetheless, a little reinvestment when prices drop, your yield is higher. Can you believe ORC, AGNC, IEP, ARR? Go look, ladies and gentlemen. I'll repeat that. ARR, AGNC, IEP. I'm missing one. You guys are going to have to help me out. ARR, IGNC, ORC. Okay, that's 3. I know I mentioned 4. But nonetheless, I'll give you a bonus one just because I can't remember the 4th one, because there's so many. NLY. 15% and higher, ladies and gentlemen. ARR, ORC, AGNC, IEP. And now I gave you NLY as well. So go check those out. And then if you want to go with one of the Fed banks, I suggest you go with JEPI. Today might be a good day, or Monday, or early Monday morning at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you get Webull. If you don't have software to buy stock or a brokerage account yet, download the Webull app down below, please. You get up to 40 shares now, 20 shares. Put in $1 and you'll get 20 shares. Then you get a bonus of 40 or 20 more shares. Go see their promo. They just came out with a new one. Use the link down below for Webull, please. That would be greatly appreciated. You get free stocks, and Webull app is pretty good. I like it a lot. There's a Robinhood app where you get one free stock, but both I use. I have a little bit in both, but nonetheless, Webull app, Robinhood app. Links are down below. And if you're one of those people that doesn't even want to deal with stocks and you want to put it in an ETF, there's a few, but there's also down below in the description box, Wealthfront. If you have $500, $600, $700, guess what? They manage your account for free up until your account gets to $5,000. Then there's that annual little percentage that you pay them, usually like 1%, under 1%. So check it out. Do your due diligence for that. Those are the top three. So that's what investments to make now. Why? Because you want something that's going to be stable as well. So what's going to be stable? Treasury bonds over 5% now, even for, can you believe it, even for a year? Even for 3 months? I mean, 5% Treasury bond means it's guaranteed. I know it's not high. I mean, you're hanging around inflation, right? But it's still better than keeping in a bank. Even though a bank will give you 5%, but you know a bank could go, bye-bye. They're projecting regional banks to have a problem. That's what they're projecting. I'm just being a messenger. Whether it's going to happen or not, I have no idea. But I do know you should be very cautious about keeping your monies in any bank at this time. Just make sure it's somewhere where it's earning money. And a bank, they have other leverages that causes a problem. Let me see if I have this. I wanted to go to, there it is, what we're talking about tonight. Here it is, a home. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to bring this up in a second, but let me see who else is in the house. We have a few others. We have some other investors. And speaking of investors, let me mention something. We have something November 6th through the 8th. We have one person that has registered thus far. That's right. One person is registered for our SSN Lifestyle, SSN Nation, Punta Cana Real Estate Investor and Business Forum. So that makes two of us, $199 per person. That makes two of us there now. All right. So if you need to register, I suggest you do so now, because you know what's going to happen. If all of a sudden we have a rush on the number of people, that means I'm going to have to change a little transportation, change locations where we're going to meet and do our businesses, meet different people. So therefore, I need you guys, if you're coming, register today, tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday. Because on Tuesday, the $199 is going to have to go up a little bit more. All right. It costs if we all of a sudden had 7-8 people signing up Tuesday or Thursday or Wednesday, because then I'll have to start rearranging and thinking of different transportation, making phone calls. Time is money, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm trying to say. So the link, just go over to ssnlifestyle.com. It's that simple. You'll see this on the front page. You click on it. It'll take you to where you can sign up for $199. You can use your debit card. You can use your credit card. It goes through PayPal. You can use Venmo. You can even use crypto. All right. Now, the crypto portion, it's set up for something else, but you can say $199 and send the crypto and you'll be fine. It can be sent to any of the wallet addresses. I'll still get the message and you'll receive confirmation, but you have to send it. So you'll get a printout if you want to use crypto for the wallet address you want to send to, depending on if you want to use USDT, if you want to use Bitcoin, Ethereum, you'll have a few options. All right. Hopefully that's very helpful there. All right. Now, Curtis Davis, thank you again for being in the house. Everybody, please make sure you smash the like button so we know the YouTube gods know that you're in the house. George's Charles is here. The emerging millionaire is in the house. This man is doing the damn thing along with a few others. What I mean by doing the damn thing, he's saying the truth about home ownership. He's saying, hold up, E, I'm not doing the home ownership on a lot of levels. I'm going to be doing home ownership on about 3 or 4 different levels. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rent them out while I live in one and have all the rest of them paying for where I live. That is the type of investments we make now, ladies and gentlemen. In case I was too excited, welcome George's Charles to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name for the support as well. I thank you for that. And he says, hello, all. I smell money here. Yes, indeed, he does, because that's what we do. We have conversations here about how to make money the old-fashioned way, investments on assets, and understand what the assets are, because you're going to be twisted up. How do you get twisted up? Because you are doing the truth about home ownership. We're going to get into that shortly, but George's Charles, one of the emerging millionaires, he's sitting here saying, I'm listening. I heard you. I'm going out to the DR and set my stake on several properties. So that way, I think he's going to guarantee himself over $100,000 per year profit, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because I like when he comes here, because this is one of the locations he purchased at. And in fact, George's Charles gets excited when he sees this, and so do I, because I get excited when people are out here winning. They're making decisions and saying, you know what, I'm going for it. Look at this. I'm bringing in Primavera 4 and Larimar City, a little video. So we're going to get into the home truth about home ownership. But just take a gander at this, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe about $120 per square foot to build these villas? Primavera 4 villas. And then at the end of the video, can you believe they're making Larimar City and Resort and you could still buy a 1-bedroom for $99,000? Oh, how do I get excited just thinking about it? And the nice 70 to 80 degrees weather all year round, damn near. Yes, I'm thinking about it right now. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. What did you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you see that? But hold on. That video that you saw at the beginning was from about a month ago. So some of you still sleeping on Primavera 4, where they have their own man-made beach. Well, wait till you see You know how I like the contrast, daytime and nighttime edition, and it's a few weeks later. I told you they're going to have it done by November 1st. You know, when we go over there, we are going out to see what this looks like. They're going to have another damn near 3 weeks to finish it, 2.5 weeks more to finish. And they're bringing something across the pond, across the way, over that little bridge that they're making. There's something on the other side. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be very special. Little man-made beach in a villa project. Check this out. Oh, damn, I don't have it. I can't even get excited. I don't even have it. It's okay. No worries. We have something else to show you tonight as well, but I'll have to pass for a second. So George's, Charles, and everybody else about Primavera 4, we got nighttime, daytime, so we'll be checking it out. All right, let's go. Let's see. Ariam Calle's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. The big dog is here. What are we talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe this man said I'm doing the damn thing as well. I'm going past 5 properties. Yes, 5 properties, 6, 7. He's vowing to go for double digits all around the island. And he's doing it. I mean, Boca Chica, Punta Cana, Macau. I don't know where else he's going, but all I know is he's trying to do double digits. He too is going to be clocking in profit-wise over $100,000 per year. And I think when you clock over $100,000 passively per year, over $10,000 per month, I think you're going to be fine paying for wherever you live. So the truth about home ownership will not be a problem for you, for him. So you got to be like him. Let's see what the tagline says. Big dog is in the house. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for being here once again. Best live on YouTube and host my boy Eric B. I always love reading that. I appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that in your support. Mr. King, appreciate it. Let's make money. Let's talk investments. Let's talk real estate. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. And because I don't know everything, that's why you can still ask. But we have hell of a group of people here, ladies and gentlemen, that you can get valuable information from. All right. I just keep saying it. Thank you for being here. Once again, share the videos because, you know, people don't want these algorithms out. E. White is in the house. Another investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon as well, and he brings his tagline. Good evening, SSN. Good evening to you, E. White. I appreciate you being here with the icon, and I appreciate this as well. Hit the like button. That's right. Keep it going. I appreciate that. Look who else is here. Another business genius, savant, I might add, is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, Vanessa Comagate, with the icon next to her name, known as the Seamless Genius here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. If you want to understand, when she comes up with an idea and she sees something, you and I might see it one way. We'll say, well, we can do it this way. Or maybe we can do it this way. But she comes up with this other entire way to do something, and it ends up being where anybody can do it. So you never know what's going to come out of her genius mind. But here she is. Thank you so much for being here once again, and brings her tagline, hey, Boston SSN fam, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you again for being in the house. And again, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial. Some new home loans are 8.8%. Oh, they're 9%. Exactly. Can you believe this? In case people don't understand the truth about home ownership, this is why a lot of millennials are going, I pass. Because if you buy a $400,000 piece of crap house, let's get real, the way they're building houses right now, one house every week, you can't expect those to last 20 years. Can you really think there's not going to be issues within the first 4 or 5 years? Get real. That's why I suggest to you, go make sure your builder is building you a semi-custom home at least. At least. But let's get back to the $400,000. You buy a house for $400,000. 8%, ladies and gentlemen, that ends up being 4 times 8, which is 32. 3,200 means you have to make $120,000 a year. And I'm sorry, because most people have loans, which now means you're going to have to make 3 times whatever your house note is. You're going to have insurance. You're going to have property tax. You're going to have car notes. You're going to have credit cards. So you might have to make like damn near $200,000. And especially if it goes to 8.8, because now you're around 9%, and 9 times 4 is 36. That's $3,600. And we haven't even gotten into the property tax yet. Let's get real. You're going to pay 1% at least. So that's 4 G's, but most people are now paying 1.5. So you might as well add 5 G's. So you have 500. So we're just going to be at $4,100 per month after our tax bill. Oh, but wait, you have an insurance bill now, ladies and gentlemen. And the insurance might now cost you $3,000 or $4,000 per year. So add another $400 for that insurance. And oh, by the way, did we mention your water, sewer, and garbage bill? You know, it might only be $100, but that adds up. Now you're paying damn near $5,000 for a $400,000 house if you have to pay 8.9%. And you haven't even done nothing yet. How about having electricity on? It's getting a little chilly. So now we got the heaters blowing a little bit. Maybe you have that gas fireplace as well, or maybe you have wood. But either way, you still got to go buy food. I'm just saying the reality of the situation is everybody better be making 6 figures. And then I know some of you right now are saying, Eric, I know, Eric, please, I make 6 figures. I make $250,000 a year. Oh yeah, I know. But I got bad news for you. These crazy house prices of $500,000-$600,000, you're not going to qualify. So you're going to be in that $600,000 or under price category, by the way. And just so everybody knows, what they're calling middle class now is $47,000 to 100, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something crazy, like 130, 140,000. That's what they're calling middle class, that range. Hardly a range, because if you're making 70 grand, $6,000 a month, that means you can only afford $2,000 a month with no credit cards as a mortgage. So I don't understand how that's going to occur. The only way that's going to happen is if you buy a house for under $300,000. Where are those at? I'm just saying. So don't buy a home as an investment, says one CFP. It's just a roof over your head. I wonder if the millennials have been listening to this guy, because all the millennials are just like, hey, man, we're just going to rent for the rest of our lives. We don't really care. We're just going to stack our money into our 401ks, stock markets, crypto, and maybe start some businesses, because we don't see any reason. We're not going to buy a car. We'll just get Uber. We're going to live close to where we're going to work or work out of our home. So our lifestyle is not the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s lifestyle. Our lifestyle is what's been happening over the last 5 to 10 years. Working from wherever, co-working spaces. So look at what this man has to say. When it comes to buying a home, think of it as a place to live, not as an investment. And oh, by the way, just so everybody understands about a home, which you may not really realize, even though most of our parents lived in a house for a lot of years, the new era, people move like once every 7 years. That's how crazy this is right now. All right, just keep that in mind. A home is simply a roof over your head. Okay, this is a place to create memories, said Douglas Bonaparte. Certified financial planner and co-author of course, he has a book to sell, The Millennial Money Fix. Oh, I guess they have been listening to him. That's why they're not doing it. Buyers, not to think of them the same way they might think of a 401k or a stock index. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Hear me out. Hear me out loud and clear. Hear me out. Let me get my face up on the screen for this. All right. Listen to this very carefully. So somebody's going to go out here, buy a $400,000 or more, $500,000 home or more, depending on which state or city you live in. But we'll stick with 400,000 for now. I don't know where you get these $400,000 homes, but okay. All right. How much do you have to put down? 10%? 40,000? 20%? 80,000. But why don't we just stick with $40,000? Traditional. What if you found out from yieldmaxetf.com, and there's an S at the end, Yieldmax ETFs with an S.com, and all of a sudden you start realizing I got a calculator here, and you go, you know what? I'm going to put $40,000 into a Yieldmax ETF that pays monthly dividends. And that monthly dividend is going to be, I'm going to use 35%. So wait, are you saying I can get $15,000 per year with my money liquid in a brokerage account, and I'm getting over $1,200 per month? Aha, exactly. But I don't want to get you too excited, because 35%, there's even returns right now higher at yieldmaxetfs.com. And I'll just tell you one, TSLY. All right. T as in Tom, S as in Sam, LY. All right. Do your own due diligence. They've already been paying out dividends all year long, and it's incredible. So that's where the millennials are coming from. They're going, okay, I see you, but I can put my money away right now, and this is the best time ever that you can get these type of returns. This is abnormal. All right. So they're opting, instead of putting down their money that goes into a black hole. Now, a lot of people may get excited and say, Eric, what do you mean home ownership's a black hole? The house goes up. Well, see, therein lies the problem that I've always said before, because instead it's a home base that provides stability. Yeah, I know people can do anything. You live somewhere, the owner says, I got to move in, which has happened to me before, and happened to a year ago, year and a half, 2 years, I think now. But here's one of the things. However, it's very difficult to keep track of every little repair and addition you've made to that house over 20 or even 30 years of ownership. And you guys have heard this before from me. Long ago, I told you about that once a year annual inspection of your fireplace. That should be done. Your heating system, that should be done. Your AC system, that should be done. That's only $100, $200, but what the hell? But it's $200. All three probably. Maybe more these days. It might be up to 300. But you should be doing that annually. So again, add that on top every year you own the property. Add the HOAs if you live in there, which most people will not. Add the water, sewer, and garbage. Add all your bills that it takes to maintain that house. When the roof tiles all of a sudden start doing something crazy, coming off, flying off, breaking, cracking, and you didn't mind, it was, $150, $200 to fix. All right, big deal. But that's an expense that everybody just dismisses, and you dismiss the value of money. Remember when I said that $40,000 that they put down, and if that ETF that they purchase lasts for 10 years, they are making $1,200 plus per month for the rest of and all of that time. So now you have to start thinking, well, wait a minute, if I could put more money into that, then it would increase to something like $2,000 per month, and then $3,000 per month. And now you could start thinking, oh, I don't mind going down to get a house, buy a house now, because I'm using this money to pay for it. That's the idea of buying rental property, short-term or long-term. That's what the same thing is happening. This is also why you start a business that we talked about on Wednesday. because you guys know here in the SSN Nation what it's like. You know what the numbers say. If you're trying to be a $10 million to $100 million club, you have to keep buying businesses. So, like Ariam Kaye's doing when he says, I got business center number 1, business center number 2, business center number 5, business center number 7, he's saying, I'm going with the millionaire playbook. I need 7, 8, 9, 10 businesses generating revenue. So, are you guys getting this yet? Buying a home has never been harder. Notice that homes now sell for a median of $416,000. And considering that the U.S. median down payment on a home is over 25 grand, upfront cost of home ownership are too high for many buyers. And in case you're new here, 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 70% of millennials live 70% of millennials live paycheck to paycheck. Now do you understand what's happening out here? You're getting short squeezed, ladies and gentlemen, and only the rich can buy this stuff, and the rich will reap the benefits because they will own them while they sit there. And when somebody wants to buy them, there's low inventory, then they can charge you an arm and a leg. It's a bad situation that's occurring. So what do you got to do? You're going to have to get into some plan. Join us November 6th through the 8th in Punta, Cana, Dominican Republic, ladies and gentlemen. The links are down below for the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Real Estate Investors and Business Forum. All right. You got to register, though. It's $199 per person until November. No, this is October 24th. The price is going to go up a little bit. So register between the next 3 days. The links in the chat room, the links down below. 45% of Americans say this is the best way to build wealth, but only a fraction are doing it. I just had to do this because I wanted to see what it is. Is real estate the key to building wealth? Interesting. Here we go. Real estate, 45%. Stock market, 32%. Savings bonds, 21%. Cash, 21%. I agree with this cash. Notice nobody's saying leave it in a bank. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, don't leave your money in the bank. Notice they're saying make sure you're maximizing your cash flow, except that cash is losing value the longer you hold it. But nonetheless, notice they're not saying keeping it. None of this is in the bank. Tax advantage retired account, 16%. Okay, look, brokerage accounts, real estate, an asset. Yes. Or savings bonds, T-bills, treasury bonds. Guaranteed. Yeah, go for those. All right. Now, I thought this was interesting. Okay, when asked to put a number to it, nearly 1 in 3 Americans say you have to make at least $100,000 a year to be considered wealthy. Bad news. You're not even you're just middle class nowadays. You have to make more than $100,000. You have to be making $150,000. Sorry, 1 in 3 Americans. All right. Just letting you know. And here it is. Nearly 70% of Gen Z, 54% of millennials believe they will be wealthy in their lifetimes. Okay. They could very well pull it off because they're doing things a little bit differently. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else you guys want to talk about because we have people in the chat room. George's Charles is saying, I'll be there. All right. I heard you. I booked my flight. Well, that's very nice. But remember, you got to register, man. All right. That's the key. That 8% is hitting hard crazy. Exactly. So this is why we like pre-construction properties. 0% interest over the next few years. Interest rates will come down over the next couple of years. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster out here. And so they have to. They're not going to let their wealthy friends melt. They're not going to let those guys have to get 8% loans. No. They're going to bring them down over the next 2 years, and then you'll be able to pounce on good rates as well. Flying out to the Dominican Republic tomorrow. Looking forward to living the good island life. Very well, Victor Morero. Very, very well. I can't remember if you're staying at your favorite spot or not, but please send some pictures. That would be awfully nice. Victor, send pictures of the Galaxy. Okay, Galaxy. I don't think they're done. Well, we'll look at Galaxy next December. No, 2020. Oh, Victor Morero. I'm sorry. 2025. I think they said December 2024 and then they changed it to summer 2024, but I still think December. Victor, send pictures of the galaxy. Safe travels from Vanessa Comagate. Very well. Okay. Now, George's Charles, most definitely taking my drone, so I plan to take good ones all around there. Very nice. Victor Morrell starting his retirement plan early with the drone footage. It's going to be awesome. That will be sweet. All right. Good luck, buddy. Can't wait for the video. George's Charles. Let's go. Let's see. What else? What else? Eric, where did you get that Larimar video? Oh, man. I don't know. Right now, I get inundated. These guys are sending videos and doing stuff on social media, and it populates on my phone, auto downloads. And so when I open up my screen, all of a sudden I see these new pictures, I see new video, and I'm like, what the hell? Where do you get this? But it's on my phone already, so it's already downloaded. So it's on WhatsApp or Instagram, auto downloads for these guys. So, or they're sending them to me. So that's why I have to look around. I don't know where I get them all. I have it on my phone though. And then I put them into, the editor, and then I put them together. Eric, where did you get the Larimar? Yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, it probably came from Instagram or WhatsApp, because those are auto downloads. Eric was the one who got me into Primavera 4. There you go. He's one. Oh, and by the way, I wonder if I have that video. Hold on. I'm going to play this one. Speaking of Primavera 4, what you guys may not realize, here's one of, this is similar to the unit that he has, if this is the right one. No, it's not the right one. Doggone it. I thought I downloaded. I didn't. All right. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm playing. That looked very nice, Eric. The yard is sandy. They brought the sand in from somewhere. I wonder how they're going to maintain it. My Margarita home is also sand, and it's a pain for the HOA. That's correct, Victor. See, when everybody's out here saying we love these man-made beaches like me, then you have to start thinking about, wait, how are they going to clean this up? Because people are going to come out of the water, step into the sand, go back in the water, bring the sand in with them. Who's going to be cleaning up this place inside the man-made lake, beach, water area for the sand at the bottom? And who's going to be cleaning up the sand and making sure it's pristine all the damn time? Well, some people have jobs. But what is the HOA going to be? Well, here's the HOA at Larimar right now. $2 a square meter. The HOA at Cruise on Land is $2.25 or 40 cents a square meter. And then it's like $1 on the terrace because they have jacuzzis. And I like that they're going to maintain them, I believe, with that $1 per square meter of their terrace space. So I'm not even mad at that. That's worth it to me. That's about the only way I would even have a freaking jacuzzi, because if I have to maintain it, I don't even want to hear about how much it costs to fix it. So that's a whole nother conversation. When we go over there, we're going to find out what actually that entails, because that could get pricey. So I want to know if they're actually going to be fixing at their cost, or they're going to be sending me a bill, because then I don't want to hear anything about paying HOA fees for the terrace. I'm like, then there's no point. So we will see. So here's what I'm going to do right now, though. We're going to go nighttime, because I like nighttime, right? I like nighttime on these projects. So now this is going to be Larimar that I'm going to show you. And you guys have seen it before. I've had to change the music because every time I played Hozuki's music, it always gets copywritten in the United States. So I figured I'd change the music, add a little bit of something that you guys will like. Daytime, nighttime type of views. Check this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go for that. Oh, hold on. I will have more. I just can't do it right now because I don't know what happened to that video that I wanted to upload because it was very special about Primavera 4. We'll see. I'm going to do some things in the background while we're talking. So we're going to get into a few. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. We have it. It's in queue. It's all right. We're going to play it here in a little bit. George's Charles, his unit, partially his unit. His unit's actually bigger than this unit because he actually has a maid's quarters. And on the back of this, where his pool is, he has a full size bathroom built in under $300,000 and 2,600 square feet at Primavera 4. That's right. Is that him? Did you hear what I said? Under 300,000 for 2,600 square foot villa with a man-made beach, basketball court, soccer field, children's playground area, other pools in the neighborhood. Just for starters, game room, fitness room, just for starters in a villa project. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, plenty to be excited about if you're a Primavera 4 owner. All right. Ray Del Cabezas is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday Night Live stream. He has the icon next to his name showing support, and I appreciate that. He's also an investor, ladies and gentlemen, doing the damn thing as well, making sure his future is going to be bright because he's bought in pre-construction, getting the benefit of the price increase as time moves on. So congratulations again, Ray Del Cabezas. Thank you so much for being in the house tonight. I appreciate that greatly. And with the financial support from the icon. And if you'd like to become a member of the channel, please smash the like button. What happens? Members of the channel, they receive 1 or 2 videos specifically from me per month. They can also join me on any live stream and discuss anything they want. And in case your camera's shy, you can just turn your camera off like this, and it'll just show an emoji. That's all. Just like this. Just make sure you don't have your camera on. It'll show an emoji. See? It's that simple. All right? Curtis Davis at Victor. Have a great time. Oh, yes. Jubilee app. Yes. Thank you so much for mentioning this. I'm looking forward to the event in PC. Do you have the agenda published? No, I do not yet. I have to get in contact with you next week. So then we'll see how many people are going to be coming. Right now, I just got to let you know. George's Charles has said he's coming, but I have only one person registered to come. I'm the second person right now. So registered means people are having to pay $199 to come. So I'll let you know, but we'll be talking at the end or middle of next week, Jubilee app. And oh, by the way, Jubilee app, in case you guys don't know, how about sending money transfer cheaply to and from the Dominican Republic using your debit card, your bank account, or how about if you don't have any bank account and you can receive money? What are we talking about here, ladies and gentlemen? Revolution. It's happening right now. If you have Apple, look in the chat room to download the app. I'm putting in a link right now. And if you have Android, Google Play Store is needed. So I have the Google Play Store link in the chat room right now. Download it. You do have to KYC. He is built in with Chase Network. That's why he can do this. And oh, by the way, the best thing I can mention, if you're unbanked and you have the smart ATM, there's a digit that you can put in. You don't need a bank account. You don't need a debit card or credit card. You put in a PIN code to receive the money out the ATM machine. It's going to ask you for your cedula license or your passport day, ID numbers, or driver's license or ID numbers you're going to have to put in. And then the money comes out after you put in the digits. So if in the United States, we don't have these smart ATMs apparently, but in the DR, they do. And speaking of that, now after I did all that and talked about it. Let me show you guys something. Turn down the volume, please. Because this right here, I'm going to show you the Jubilee Cash App. I still have it on file. Look at this. If you think I'm lying, I know a lot of people think in America and around the world that you guys are ahead all the time. But I got news for you. There are brilliant minds all over the world. America always tries to figure out how they can maximize the money for them before they allow certain technologies in the United States. Can you imagine right now if they had smart ATMs where people were sending money and you didn't have to have a bank account? Just going up to an ATM, putting in some digits and giving your ID numbers, and then the money comes out and that's it. Oh, and by the way, there's no fee. You think America's going to go for that? Of course not. They'll go for it sooner or later only because they have to, but I'm just saying. That's why it's in the DR, though. I'm just saying. It's in Canada in a few spots. I'm just saying. I want to get smart ATM machines. I need to know where to get these things at. That's what we need to talk about. Hey, put your volume down. Here, we're going to play the video in 5, 4,
take out money without the
3,
card, right?
2, 1.
Take out money without the card, right? So this is how it works. A lot of people say it's not possible. So I'm gonna go here, transactions, sin tarjeta. I'm gonna go with Código Cash. I'm gonna go with the cédula first, 0. And I'm gonna hit enter. Code is 905453, and I'm going to say 7,000 pesos. And you see that ended in 2. He put 3. So if I would have put the wrong number in, then he'd say you didn't get it, but it's right here. Okay, so I didn't put a card in, and again, only with Jubilee, baby. No card, no nothing. 7,000 because we needed it real quick. There it is. Come on out. Don't be shy. 7,000. Now, how easy was that?
Baby. And by the way, Jubilee, somebody from the Philippines, another unbanked nation, they were saying, hey, man, I signed up. I'm waiting for them to release it. But I was like, hey, man, do they have smart ATM machines over there? Please don't tell me they have them in the Philippines too already. Because if they do, then people can send you money with pennies on the dollar. Again, I'll reiterate, $1,500 was sent from the United States over to the DR for $4.79. You heard me, $4.79 was the fee. That's it. And oh, by the way, did we not mention that the person gets the money within 5 minutes? It's available to them. Yes, you heard me. And in fact, in case you never checked it out and you missed the live stream, put a note down. Check the live stream for Jubilee app right here. Just search the channel for Jubilee. It'll come up. All right, the live stream. And then I recorded the video and put it on a regular video too. So there should be 2 of them that show up, but it's the same live stream. One's just slightly edited. All right. I didn't run it as long as I ran because I talked after. We had a discussion afterwards for about an hour, 30 minutes. So I didn't put that in. Plus, I didn't put in some personal information that people were talking about as well at the end. So I cut it when we finished it up. So nonetheless, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You have opportunity and options. How about them smart ATMs? Where can I get those at? Maybe the Jubilee app guy knows, right? Maybe they know where to get these things. How much do they cost? Where can we get them? Because I want to put them every damn where we can in these unbanked. Do you guys understand? Unbanked countries are undeveloped nations because they don't have the wireless, they don't have the infrastructure for high-speed internet traditionally. So therefore, in some of these major cities, like when we talk the Philippines, we're going to be talking about Manila, for instance, right? It's probably going to be doable. How many do they have there? If the answer is 0, opportunity knocks for you somehow. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll figure that out when we go over to the DR. They're going to be in the house November 6th through the 8th. You can talk with them then. Get some deals going, ladies and gentlemen. You're on the forefront. Where else can you be? We're leading you to the water. You just got to think about, hey, it's time for me to take a chance. All right. Hopefully that helped you all out there. We have a lot more comment section going down. Let's see. Curtis Davis says, thanks, brother. George's Charles. He keeps saying Alex. Alex, looking forward to seeing you there. Okay, I hear you. Roderick is what I go by. Roderick Alexander is what we go by. They're looking forward to the event in Punta Cana. Thank you so much for that. Now, in order to get everybody excited, Primavera 4 again. Oh, in fact, you know what? If anybody's interested in Primavera 4, where this man-made beach is, you got to get in touch with Jeremiah. All right. His phone number is going to be right here on the screen. Use WhatsApp. Tell him George, Eric from SSN Nation told us to call and get in touch with you because I want to get one of these type U units that's 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. But if I want to get that unit that George's Charles has, well, ladies and gentlemen, you might have to spend a little over $300,000 now. So I'm just saying the price is going to go up. Longer you wait. Okay. So let's see how this all shook out. It was so long that it made 2 messages. It looks like the phone number's in 1. That's good. That's on WhatsApp. And the second one, it looks like the brochure. Now we're going to show everybody why George's Charles is always excited about his Primavera purchase. Check it out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, did you see the back of that villa? Did you see that there was like a foundation built underneath that villa? Did you see the pool out back? It's included in the purchase price. Can you believe that you have a lot that has grassy area, plenty of room, and over 2,500 square feet inside this great project? And that still wasn't the video. Unbelievable. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share the videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like what we're talking about so far, because This is where you can change your life. Just a little tweak here and there, put your resources a certain way, and the next thing you know, it's going to be rough sledding while you're trying to get what you need. But once you get it and it comes in for life, that means you will always be able to eat. We're teaching you to fish for life, ladies and gentlemen. All right. There may be slow times in any business venture. There's, rise and falls, but you have to prepare for those rise and falls. That's why you have to stack a little cash when you make money. You don't go out here acting crazy buying stuff because you never know what's going to happen. The way wars just break out anytime these days. You would think people would be able to avoid those, or countries would, but not happening. So hopefully that helps you out there. All right. Let's see. Let me know what investments to make now, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else have any clues? I'm talking ATM machines now. I'm still trying to find this. Well, we're going to find it. Storage situation in the jungle. I want some cheap property. That's all I'm looking for. I want storage unit in the Punta Cana area. Why? All the condos, all the villas, there's one thing they don't have. Storage. They don't have garages. So all you're going to do is get one of those units and put them out back. But I don't know what HOAs are going to say about that. And if you live in a condo, you can forget about putting a storage unit out back. So if you have extra items, or you're going to be gone for the winter and you're going to rent your unit out, but you don't want to keep certain items inside your unit, where are you going to put them? You don't have anywhere to put them. Storage, ladies and gentlemen. Even though I'm saying it, some people are like, you're damn right, Eric. I'm going to go buy a storage unit or try to build one ASAP. I would. And I would even, acreage can be storage too, because where the transportation and where the vehicles going to be able to store their items, trailers, vehicles, trucks, shuttles, where are they storing them? I'm pretty sure there's some storage areas right now, but just think about it. The more projects they keep building, like the two newest ones, Serenade's one of them. They have shuttles. Okay. People now are saying, well, there's more people coming through the airport, so now more people have transportation services. Where are they keeping their vehicles overnight on weekends if they have more than one or two? Think about it. It's almost like free money just waiting. If you can find at least expensive property to begin with that you can buy, and then even if it's vacant, put a fence around it, you're still in business. And you could have somebody watching it. And they can get paid too. All you need is about 10 vehicles and you're off to the races. I'm just saying. All right. Now, since we're having a little problem with that video I'm trying to find. It's exciting one I'm looking for. I'm going to make it up here in a second. Those Primavera units are big. Are they all 2 levels? No. They have so many different units. It's ridiculous. Now they added type, what was it, M, and a type. There's 2 new units. They have 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1 level. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1 level. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath, L shape, 1 level. That's 3 units. 4 units, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2 levels. That's type C. Then I don't know the other types, but they have a 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1,800 square foot townhome, which is $200,000 now. It was $180,000 before. Okay. Then they have another 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1,800, 180 square meters, which is 2,010 square feet. And I don't know how much those are. They used to be like 180, 190. I think they're like 225 now. So I don't know what type that is. Could be a Z, could be a A, I don't know. Then they have the type U, which is the one you saw in the picture, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, 2,560 square feet. Then you can go with the type U plus. And that is, instead of 3.5 baths and 3 bedrooms, with which all have its own bathroom, You add a maid's quarters, which has its own bathroom. Now it's 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. You want a whole nother bath? Outside where the pool is, they have a shower. You turn that into a 5x10 bathroom, and now you have 4 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, and a pool. And it's now 2,600 square feet. Ding, ding, ding. Now, somebody's going to have to ask themselves, what happens when it's $300, $3,000 per square meter for villas? And you have a 2,500 plus square foot villa with a pool. Every room has its own bathroom, and a half bath is downstairs also. I believe that would be called $750,000 to $800,000. It pays to do pre-construction, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, beautiful. 2 levels. Yep. Victor, yes, most I believe are 2 levels over 3 beds. Yeah, there's only one 3-bedroom unit. The 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath L shape is 1 level, which is very nice because the L shape means the master bath is its own wing, and the pool that comes with it, you can see the pool from your master bedroom, the pool from the living room, the pool from another bedroom. So it's kind of cool, the L shape. The L shape, if you're in Primavera 2, 3, or luxury, it's under 140 grand. The L shape, 1 level. Just saying. The townhouse is 2 levels, but it's 1,800 square feet. Or, sorry, 2,000 square feet. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. So that's pretty cool. I'm just saying, it's pretty sweet, pretty great deals at the moment. And the prices haven't escalated too fast either. I'm shocked. That means the 1-level units have a bigger lot. I'll go for the 1-level hands down. No, they don't. What it is the 2-bedroom. First of all, when you get the larger unit, the 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, I think it is, that is only like 1,200 square feet, something like that. 1,200, 1,300 square feet. It's not that big. It's not like it's 2,500 square feet. It's not like that. They're like under, like I say, 12 or 1,300 square feet. So the lots aren't that big. The biggest, the 2,500 square foot unit, that's the one that can only go on certain lots because it's the biggest. It's huge. Actually, it's not. Well, for me, it's 2,500 square feet home to me is not that big, but in the DR, that's pretty big. And then you start going into those mega ones that cost $800,000, $1 million, where they're 5 bedrooms, 6, 7 bathrooms, or 6 bedrooms, and then it's $1 million, crazy stuff in different neighborhoods. All right, so I'm going to play a video. This one is just an SSN lifestyle. So I need it to be a little, in fact, well, that's too long. I was going to do Lofty Brickle now that I was thinking about it. So we will play, here we go. Oh, okay, 3 minutes. This is Napa. All right, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be back in about 3 minutes. And I'm looking for this video. And then I'm going to download it. It's Primavera. It'll be the last one. But this is the reasons why you need to come November 6th through the 8th, 2023. Register now. The link is down below. And join me and another person. Charles is saying he's coming. So that would be 3 at least, or 4 or 5 if they're going to be bringing their spouses. But spouses have to pay unless you're a lifestyle, SSN Lifestyle Founders Club member. Then you and another person don't have to pay. So those are the only people that don't have to pay. All right, check this out. gentlemen, welcome back. Here we go. Got to get out, have a little fun, make that passive income, make that money, make sure you set it up properly. And then you go have fun. And then how long can you have that fun? Is it 10 years? Is it 20 years? Is it 30 years? How long can you do it? Well, if you have that passive income coming in, you can continue to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep that in mind. All right. Now, here we go. We have Benny in the house. Here we go. Haven't seen the name before, I don't think, but welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Benny D. Marble, appreciate you being in the house. Nice, he says. Thank you so much. Victor Morero says, let's see what he's saying. That means the one level units have a bigger lot. I'll go for the one level units, hands down. But no, they don't have. Well, I shouldn't say that. You could actually pick your lot to put your unit on, which makes it kind of cool. So yes, you could in theory have a larger lot for the unit size. Victor, yes, most I believe are 2 levels over 3 beds. Yeah, there's only one that's a 3-bedroom L shape. All the other 3 bedrooms are 2 levels. You're exactly right. All right, let's get some more people excited about Primavera. And by the way, Floda, Jeremiah from Primavera, they're supposed to be in the house as well. So you can actually talk to them about the units when you come November 6th through the 8th. One of the days they'll be there to talk to you if you want. They'll talk about their units, and then you better take notes because there's like a type M, a type A, a type C, a type U, a type Z, a type, I don't know all the types anymore. It's crazy. All right. So here we go. Check this one out. It's short and sweet. Daytime, nighttime. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it was short. I know. You saw what happened at nighttime. The lights are out. And what you didn't see was the little clubhouse that's right beside it. You didn't see the palapa trees probably either. You probably didn't notice there's loungers. You probably noticed that they're building a bridge that goes across. But wait, there's more. On the other side of the bridge, there's something else. But we'll talk about that in about November 6th through the 8th, when the other side will have its own little special edition on that side. That's a villa project, ladies and gentlemen. They're changing the game. How many villa projects have their own man-made beach, a clubhouse with a restaurant and bar planned? That alone is a game changer. Secure gates. Yeah, I know. Kind of wild. And you can still pay less than $120 to $100 per square meter, depending on what unit you're buying. Yes, incredible. Get it while you can. And the difference here is they build them within 14 to 18 months. This isn't like a 2-year thing. They're building your unit 14 to 18 months. So keep that in mind. Or you can do the unthinkable. You could buy your own lot inside Primavera, then build later. You could do it that way too. I forgot about that. All right. Now, let's get back to the truth about home ownership, ladies and gentlemen. So the truth of the matter is that is the biggest Ponzi scheme for the banks. That's all I can describe it as. You want to know why I call it a Ponzi scheme for the banks? Here's why. I decide to give you money, piece of paper, that you put down 10 or 20%, and you bought the home for $500,000. Well, because you like our new neighborhood, we sold 10, 20 times $500,000, $10 million. We have $10 million on paper that we loaned you on paper, but you put down 20% of that, $100,000. So we go to Wall Street and say, hey, man, this is worth $10 million. How much will you give this to us for right now? And they say, well, what do you think about 4 mil or 5 mil? You say, I'll take it. I don't want to wait 10 years to 15 years to get that. And some people are going to default. And then I got to deal with all that. No, I'll just take the 4 or 5 million right now and let's go build some more and get some more of that paper money. Meanwhile, more debt is incurred in the system. Nobody's fully paid for this yet. $10 million for this guy. We wash, rinse, and repeat again, sell another 10, except this time it's a new development 8 months to a year later. So instead of them costing $500,000, they're going to cost $600,000. So now it's $12 million. Yes, I'll take $6 million right now. You guys can take the risk. But now they turn around and they have two portfolios, one for 12, one for 10, $22 million. They've given up 11. And now they tell these people it's AAA rated paper. People are paying on time for the last 3 years. And the homes went up $100,000 each. So no, this $22 million is now worth $26 million. And yes, I'll take $15 million from you. So we'll make $3 million in less than 2 years. You can take the risk. See how we do it, ladies and gentlemen? The banks, the lenders, the Wall Streeters. This is what they're doing while you're sitting here slaving away. They're just selling pieces of paper that you're slaving away for. You want to be the guy with the pieces of paper. How do you get pieces of paper? You buy more than one property that's generating income, or you have a contract showing that they actually are paying this. I'm just saying. Okay, hopefully that helps out. Now, we're not going to go on and on and on tonight. So if you have anything that you want to discuss, please talk about it tonight. The truth about home ownership, I got bad news for you. The cost of home ownership is going up. In case you haven't been paying attention, I mentioned it at the outset. In case you just showed up, insurance is going up. Home insurance. Taxes are going up. Just for starters. All right? The cost of maintenance and repair going up. The cost of replacement of appliances already, skyrocketing. So there's no end in sight. There's not like you can sit there and say, well, nothing's going to happen here for the next 15 years. Something's going to break. Something's going to go out. It's man-made. So the question is, are you going to be able to sustain the hit? There's a lot of people right now that decided that they were going to buy a 2005 home, which is relatively new in certain states. And then their insurance company came to them and said, hey, your roof is 17 years old. You can't get insurance from us unless you're going to replace your roof. Wait, what? And then you, being naive and don't know any better, you're thinking, oh, yeah, the roof should only be $20,000, $25,000. And then you call a roofer and he says, it'll be $80,000, sir. And oh, by the way, we can't get there for like 2 to 3 months. We're back ordered because the insurance company, they came up with this new plot. Meanwhile, you call up the insurance company and go, hey, I need insurance here, man. Well, I'm sorry, we can't insure you unless you get your roof done. But my roof's not going to be done for 2 to 3 months. A risk. Are we going to take it or are you going to take it? This is how dirty it is out here now, ladies and gentlemen. Even the rich guys don't want to take risk anymore. They're risk adverse. They're saying, I'm sorry, we're not even going to think about taking risk. That's what insurance was for in the first place, right? Every side's taking a risk. People are paying just in case. And you're taking their money and saying, well, our risk analysis says, well, nothing happens for 5-6 years. But they know the answers to this story as well, ladies and gentlemen, just like you, the truth about homeownership. So in case you don't know, I'll just give you some stone cold facts right now. appliances that you have in your home, they start going out anywhere from year 12 to 15. Count on it. All right. Your AC unit could be. Those things ain't no 4 grand anymore. 8, 10 grand now. Your refrigerator, doesn't matter. It's high end. A computer part's going to go out. Something's going to happen. 12 to 15. Except there's a problem. That little refrigerator that used to be able to buy refrigerators for 5, 7, 800 bucks. No, these refrigerators now they go out, they're 2, 3, 4 grand. Yeah. And when the guy comes out and he starts saying, "Oh yeah, it's you got one of these high end things and it's going to cost you $1,500 to fix," you might opt for the $1,500 if the damn refrigerator is going to cost you 4 G's, right? So you're going to have to start thinking about all this kind of thing when you start thinking the truth about home ownership, and you're thinking, "Oh wow, my house went up 200,000." Okay, that's great. How much have you paid into your house? You own your house, you're paying, I'll just use some crazy number because just to make it simple, $5,000 per month you're paying for a mortgage. You bought a house for $600,000. So let's just say it's $5,000 per month, right? Mortgage, taxes, insurance. Let's just keep it simple. That's $60,000 per year. Okay? Now, if you're paying $60,000 per year and you bought the house for $600,000, at the end of 10 years, you've paid $600,000. But you still have a 30-year note. The next 20 years, you're paying $60,000 a year. Your house went up to $1.2 million. Well, very nice. Great. In 20 years, you've paid $1.2 million. So when you're at the Christmas party in the neighborhood and you're going, "Hey, I bought my house for $600,000. It's worth $1.2 million now. I'm loving life." You might want to rethink this. You've been paying $60,000 a year, every year for the last 20 years. You've actually paid the $1.2 million that it's worth. Sorry. Just have to let you know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got. Let's go. No, Victor. Let's see. I got the biggest lot. It's 2-story. Yeah, exactly. You could, because you can mix and match. Most people take the bigger lots no matter what size unit they're putting it on. So that's how it all breaks down. And then what will happen is the lot size, it won't be big enough. So then you can't put on a 2,500 or a 2,000 square foot house. So then you have to buy a smaller unit to fit the lot. That's the only problem. Eric, BTC is soaring to the moon, $30,000, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only crypto I have and buy along with ETH. That's the only 2 we can buy now. We divested ourselves of crypto. And by the way, Debtbox Node, they're still under SEC investigation. They had their temporary restraining order revoked, which means they released the assets back to them. But the SEC trying to determine if they are, I hate to say it, a security or not for the licenses and crypto. They're still under investigation. So there's no way out of that little matrix. And Boogie Gopher Club, the other crypto that allegedly was going to, get stores involved, ATM machines, and transactions from the stores, the ATM machines, the point of sale machines, start this insurance program for landlords. And all that, they've now flipped it into something different. You're going to have to go to the Boogie Gopher Club channel because they're saying our NFTs were some sort of shares. And so they're trying to do something on Wall Street, NASDAQ. I don't know how that's going to play out. What I do know is this: if I'm messing around with Wall Street, NASDAQ, and all that, officers of the company are going to have to go through background checks. Officers of the company has to be approved. You're going to have to be approved in the state that you want to sell or operate in. And that does not take 3 months or 4 months. Doesn't work that fast. All right. And even if somebody says the previous company was on the stock market and we bought them, it doesn't still work like that because you're a different operating company. So you're not vetted to sell what you're selling. So you're probably going to have to go through SEC scrutiny if you want to sell to United States citizens and be on the stock market. I'm just saying. So they came up with this situation that I am like skeptical again. But BTC and ETH is soaring, which is where you should probably only keep your money. The ETFs are coming, Professor Antival. They're already coming, yes. I remember whatever happened to Grayscale, which is very interesting, right? There's something else I wanted to talk about. I'm going to go look at something. Grayscale, Bitcoin, ETF, right? Let's see. Is that still in biz? Filed a new application with the SEC for spot Bitcoin ETF. So no, they just filed. This is 1 day old from Fortune magazine. Grayscale ETF cases, final word coming in federal court as SEC loss. Oh, they lost. Well, yep, SEC loss formalized. Wait, the court that ordered the SEC to scrap its rejection of Grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF application will set that ruling in stone by Monday. So this is why they had to reapply, to formalize Grayscale's win against the Securities and Exchange Commission on the dispute over a spot Bitcoin ETF application. It's unclear whether the court will direct the SEC toward any specific timeline to govern its next steps in rethinking the application. Okay, so their application is still held up. Wow. That's incredible. Wow. Yeah. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this Bitcoin thing, it's a government thing. This is a situation where some people who own Bitcoin, and I myself am still like, I lost like 100 Bitcoin. It's locked. Can't get it from 2008 or 9, somewhere in there. But nonetheless, something you never had. And at the time, it was pennies. So it wasn't a value at the time. And you never thought 10 years later it would be worth something. But nonetheless, if more people were getting into Bitcoin and Ethereum, let's just say in 2012, 2013, and there was never any gray area, more people would have held it and would have put it in a place where they would always be able to retrieve it. So keeping it a gray area where the SEC keeps going after these companies and you don't know if you're being able to buy, sell, hold. You can always buy and sell as an individual. But they're making sure that the price of these tokens or coins are devalued always. And now there's a little run up. People will jump in, which causes the price to go higher. Then the SEC is probably, and the United States government is probably going to do something else. The reason why is they don't want people owning this. And if it goes up to $200,000, right, that would create a lot of multi-millionaires in a relatively short amount of time. And they didn't have to create a business, didn't have to do any high risk business wise, didn't have to put money in a bank, didn't have to wait years on end at 20%, 15%, 10% annual returns. None of that. You bypass all that in a short period of time. They don't want that unless it's them. Again, I'm a conspiracy theorist like that. And once you understand this, then you understand how you need to make sure your money's working for you, because they're not looking out for you, meaning our government, other than the fact that they're making sure they can tax your ass. If you do win, they're taxing you. Meanwhile, you didn't start your business, create an accounting system and setup where you pay less taxes, but you will. All right. So the ETFs are coming. Joan Cantor is in the house. And once again, congratulations. Another person is purchased at one of the top projects in the Dominican Republic. This one, Cruise on Land. That's right. Joan Cantor. She saw the videos. She asked the questions. She still said, I kind of like a 2-bedroom fully furnished for $228K. Sorry, I misspoke. I like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo that's fully furnished for $128K. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, $128K at Cruise on Land. And if you don't know about Cruise on Land, I suggest you search the channel. 100 attractions. Yes, you heard that correct. Attractions. I'm not calling them amenities anymore. They're attractions. Why am I calling them that? Because every owner who lives there, yes, you pay an HOA, but they give you a choice as an owner. Do you just want to use the amenities that are inside your building, your U-shaped building, the pool, the children's pool, the snack bar, the swim-up bar, the laundry room, and things like that? Or do you want to be able to use those 100 attractions? And if you want to use those 100 attractions, or you and your guests, then you pay an attractions fee. Now, maybe Joan, who recently has purchased, maybe she knows what the attraction fee is. Maybe they've announced it. If they have announced the attraction fee, please let us know. But we're going to find out November 6th through the 8th, 2023. If you still don't know about that, I suggest you go over to SSN Lifestyle, check it out, and sign up by clicking on this at ssnlifestyle.com. It'll take you directly to the shop, so you can pay $199 per person. If you're coming, the price is going to go up on the 24th. Right now, we only have me, another person coming who has paid. They've registered. So there's only 2. So I suggest if you're coming, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to sign up for the $199. All right? Now, it's that simple. Here, let me put in the SSN Nation version, which is still the same. But SSN Nation Punta Cana, $199 is on this one. So that's where you go, ssnlifestyle.com. Now, Joan Cantor, no problem. I'm very, very happy that you saw the videos, asked the questions, decided to purchase. So far, they told me attraction fee will be around $80, but not sure how true that is. Exactly. Without the attractions being built, I too am skeptical. Or shall I just say, I'll just leave it out there. There's no way at this juncture, 2 years from now, that they're going to be able to figure out how much the maintenance is going to be on the property. That's the only thing. They have roller coasters. They have go-kart tracks. They're having a man-made beaches, and they're having a water park, and they're having a buggy course and a roller coaster, as I mentioned, a go-kart track, an amphitheater. Outdoor yoga, outdoor CrossFit training. One of my favorites is seating areas over water with a fire pit. That's one of my favorite type. You can just chill out there. That's pretty cool. $80 is reasonable, but again, we're going to find out a little more. $80 per room or $80 per unit? Because at one time they were talking about a price per room. So if you had a 1-bedroom, for instance, it would be $80. Let's say an example. If you had a 2-bedroom, you would have to add $160. If you had a 3-bedroom, that'd be $180. So is it $80 no matter what size unit you have, is the $1 million question. Also, Joan, I did ask you a question because we always like to know who you went through, whether you went through Hetzel, went through Daniel, just showed up at Cruise on Land and said, hey, I heard about you. Eric said, I need to sign up here. George's Charles said, it's number 1. I need to sign up here. Ariam Kaye said, it's number 1. I need to sign up here. Yes, we have several people here in the SSN Nation that owns at Cruise on Land. Not just 1, not just 2, not just 3, not just 4. All right, there's a few. We're over 50 people here in the SSN Nation that has bought property in the Dominican Republic and rising. So all I'm saying is, while the going is good, you should be jumping in. That's why we're doing this November 6th through the 8th. If you can join us, you want to come. You want to find out what the bankers are saying. You want to find out what inspectors are saying. You want to talk to lawyers and find out what they're saying. You want to talk to realtors and find out what they're saying. You want to talk to builders. You want to talk to furniture. If I can find a furniture manufacturer in the Dominican Republic, please, somebody pipe up. I'm just saying. We will see what happens. Okay, we have an opinion. I love it. Joan Cantor says, my personal opinion is that it all depends how many people buy the attraction fee. If not many people buy it, it will increase the monthly. There we go. She has it exactly right. Exactamundo. It's like a timeshare. Again, I know people get upset when I say this, but that's what it's like. You have, let's say, 50 weeks a year that a unit is partially owned, let's say. So let's say at the end of the year, it cost $1 million to operate. Well, they split the $1 million among 50 people. So there's a price. But what happens if, in this case, they say, if you don't want to participate in being able to use the amenities, you don't have to pay the amenities fee. And so instead of 50 people paying, you only have 35 people paying. This is what Joan Cantor's talking about. 35 people paying on $1 million is a lot more than 50 people paying on $1 million. That is what she's talking about. Not everybody's going to pay the amenities fee. So where are they going to make the money from? This is one of the reasons why I love this resort and what they're doing. They said, we're going to have a water park. We're charging people to come into the water park. We're going to have a amusement park area. We're charging people to come in for that. That's where they're going to be making the extra money. They're charging people. I love it. Just like Larimar. They're man-made beaches. They're making the beach clubs, which are awesome. But to maintain them, it's going to cost money. So how do you get the money for it? You have general public being able to use the lower level beach clubs. They pay for it. Simple. Because like she's saying, the price could go up. People could move out, people could not pay their HOAs. Next thing you know, that means the rest of the cost, it's bent on the remaining people that will pay. So your share that you have to pay goes up. It's simple. There's no return on this. This is why maintenance fees for timeshares and HOAs generally go up. Generally, unless you have a situation where people are coming in to use your hotels, use your restaurants, pay for your amenities. That takes the burden off of owners. And if you're a hot property like a Margaritaville, then your HOA fees damn near almost stay the same because you have general population coming in here and paying for the hotel rooms, paying to use the restaurants, paying for extracurricular activity coming out of their pockets. So you have the best of both worlds. It's a beautiful thing. So that's what I love about what Cruise on Land's doing. People, they have amphitheater, so they're going to have concerts. People are paying. So that should keep the HOA fees down between all of their activities that people are going to be, and people are going to be coming to the casino as well. They have a casino. So all these activities means money's coming into the coffers from outside sources, and you're loving every minute of it. Plus, they have commercial areas, so they get to collect rent from businesses as well. Another place where they are going to receive an offset cost that owners will not have to pay for. So it's a win-win. So that's why the mega projects, they are almost self-sustainable when they allow the outside people coming in. This is why Vista Cana had to change what they were doing, because this thing about third parties were going to run their amenities, Okay, that's great and all, but then what was going to happen if owners have to pay to go to these so-called amenities? And some of them would be like, okay, I'm not going to pay to go to those amenities. Now what? And now there's no money being able to be generated from outside sources. So what did they do? They said, oh, it's all included now. Sure, people are going to be more welcomed inside. We're going to open it up to the general public. We got soccer fields, basketball courts, tennis courts. Now we can do lessons. We can do horseback riding lessons. Now you got people coming in spending money to help maintain these amenities. That's what you have to do. I don't know about Atlantida, though. I don't know how they're doing it yet, but they have a sports court. They have a freaking 9,000, 10,000 seat amphitheater they're planning on building. So clearly they're going to have people coming in there. So again, smart move. Very smart move. So all the mega projects, they got their smart moves down. So that's going to keep the owners from having to pay an enormous amount, like Joan Cantor's saying. But again, she does have a valid point. If you have 4,000 units, and out of the 4,000 units, let's just say 1,500 units are paying the amenities fee. And the other people are like, I'm good. I don't care about the amenities. My guests can go to the casino. And if they want to go use these things, they can go pay for it. Now you're going to have an interesting situation. So it all depends. It'll be very, very interesting. All right. Let's see what we got. I got introduced by a person that works from Keller Williams. His name is Jose from DR. Okay. So I guess Jose at Keller Williams is, I guess you went through him then. I bought, is that a 4-bed premium view? I don't know what you mean, pool view, because I don't know what premium view means. Let us know what premium view means. And is that a 4-bedroom? It cost a bit more, but I still think it's reasonable. Are you talking about the 267? That's reasonable. You're correct. They also said that in 2025, about 30% will be available. And by 2026, April, about 60% will be available. Okay, I don't understand what you mean. I don't know what you mean. 30% will be available, and by 2026, 60% will be available. Oh, are you saying 60% will be available to rent? Are you talking about rentals? That must be what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Sorry, I mean 2-bedroom pool, panoramic view. Okay, that is premium view. I was thinking because they have a U shape, so the only premium views you'll have is pool view, and pool view is a good view. Pool view. Now, again, people have their preferences. I generally, if I have my daughters with me, then when they was younger, I would always get pool view. I say, can it see the pool? But as I got older, they're not with me. I don't care about seeing the pool. I'll just give me scenic view. I'm good. So, I'm good. It doesn't really matter. But you get more money rental wise when you can put on your rental pool view, ocean view, partial view, water view. Mountain view is very interesting. In some places, it's scenic view. That's a cheaper room. In other areas, if you have a mountain range, some people say mountain views. If there's snow cap mountain views, all of a sudden you can charge more. So whenever you put those little monikers, pool view, ocean view, and there's one more. Pool view, ocean view, and I'm missing one. But anyhow, mountain view could be another. All right. Oh, amenities. 30% of amenities will be in 2025, and 60% of all amenities will be in 2026. That's still reasonable. That's only 3 years from now for 60%. Like I said, this is what I'm trying to get everyone to understand. Here's the thing. The mega projects are coming. If you continue to go out here, we're going to have Gwen on next week. He's going to talk about, which, again, I don't really want to poo-poo something because there's something for everybody. Crass Key, Macau, phase 2, I think, or 3. He wants to come on and talk about it. All right. These are like small villa projects in Macau, which is fine. but they are like 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bedrooms. The price range is like 110 to 150. All right. So he's going to come on. The thing is, you guys know how I feel. Amenities, amenities. You guys heard me talk about this. They don't have amenities. They really, I mean, unless there's something that I don't know, it appears that there may be a pool, a barbecue area by the pool, and that's it. And loungers and cabana, but no restaurant, no paddleball courts, tennis courts. There may be a fitness center, but we'll find out. But there's a limited amount. So it's going to be nice and quiet. I'll put it that way. Maybe there's something to being nice and quiet and not having any amenities. I mean, or basically a pool. I mean, we'll see. But he's going to come on next week and talk about this. Joan Cantor. No, I did not invest in Cruise on Land. My money is at upscale luxury. Larimar. That's where I'm going. Next door. Not next door quite, but in the same area. They get to play off of each other. In fact, I don't know if you were watching the video earlier. I'll play a little video. George's Charles asked me where I got this video, so I think I have a combo. Here goes something here. Here's Primavera 4, and which is the man-made beach that you see, and then you'll see stuff for Larimar, which is condos, and they're soon, in 5 or 6 years, 1.8 miles of man-made beaches and all this. But anyhow, check this out. And Larimar previews. So there you go. So again, there's really 4 projects, in my opinion, and there's other projects as well. But you guys understand how I believe there's an upside for amenities. Speaking of amenities, I want to go to something else because since we're talking about real estate, I was going to end this earlier, but I forgot about something downtown. 2 years ago, we were talking about Nativo, Miami. Pre-construction project where studio units were $324,000. 1 bedrooms were in the 440s or 420s. And you could have gotten a 2 bedroom at the time. It jumped to 5 something and then 6. Well, now they have something in the building called Gale. I want to show you this because I want to start showing you what's happening in Miami, because a lot of people are going to what I call New York, where people live in small spaces, right? And not so much clothes and furniture and a lot of belongings anymore. It's almost like it's 1920s, 1840s kind of thing. But Miami's a whole different beast. Here is Gale Miami Hotel and Residences. You see this building in the middle. That's Nativo. Yes, check this out. Nativo that we talked about 2 years ago. It's built. What they have at Nativo is Gale residences, and they have these lower floors right here where it's lit up. That's the floors for Gale. You guys might recognize the Ferris wheel, the park where they have the Ultra Music Fest is here, the Miami Heat Arena here. Here is the, what do you call them, Freedom Tower. So that gives you some landmarks. And then let me see if this, yes, this is going to show. Here's their renderings. Very simple. I'm not mad at them either, because you're going to have views if you're on that end of the building. These are all Airbnb short-term rental approved. So even if Miami goes one way and says the city of Miami, we're not going to allow whatever, they're already commercial, they're zoned for doing short-term rentals. So if they woke up one day and said, everybody else, you can't do it, well, they're zoned. So this is why Gale, the prices start at Gale now for a studio unit, $485,000. What a difference 2 years makes. And actually, the studio units now, they started at 485, they're at 520 right now. You can't get one for 485, a studio unit. All right. So this is the views, the renderings. These haven't been built yet, but guess what? They're going to be ready Q1 2024 in Miami. Here you go. Look at this. These lower levels right here is Gale. Yes, check this out. You can barely see it, right? Let me show you guys something. It's kind of exciting when you have these new features. Look at this. 51-story landmark building designed by an acclaimed architecture firm. Prime downtown location. They are next to Miami World Trade. The train, it drops like a block over. You can take the Bright Line, that fast train now, which takes you, you can go to the airport, you can go to Orlando. It drops right here. Approved for short-term rentals. Spectacular panoramic ocean, Biscayne Bay, Miami skyline views, double height lobby, floor to ceiling. Nice. 24-hour welcome desk. You gotta love it. 24-hour valet. Gotta love it. 24-hour secure access. Gotta love it. Advanced technology, smart building with high-speed fiber optics, wireless internet access throughout the common areas. Gotta love it. Cutting-edge green building technology. Gotta love it. 6 high-speed passenger elevators with access control. Dominican Republic, are you listening? I'm just saying, of course, this, it's pricey, but nonetheless. On-site hospitality management. 3 floors of private office space for lease. Yes, you got the millionaires living in the house. Why not put offices in the house? Why not? This makes perfectly good sense to me. I'm really suspecting the guys out at Cruise on Land or Larimar to implement offices. And I know Larimar is going to have offices somewhere on site. I don't know about Cruise on Land, but I fully expect this to happen. You have 4-bedroom units at Cruise on Land, so people can actually live there, and they could be CEOs of companies, right? 3 floors of dedicated amenity space, including wellness, culinary, conference center. Do you hear this, everybody? Conference center, wellness center, culinary. I love it. Over 9,000 square feet of ground level retail with known food and beverage offerings. Is there anything else needed to be said? You're downtown, Brickell. Anything else need to be said? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you guys to notice, look at how they're doing their units. Again, notice sparse, but very minimalistic, but still luxury, nice, upscale. It looks just like inviting. Look at the colors. Neutral-esque, the light tan, the whites, notice it. This is the thing. Again, look at the gray, but then they go to the soft whites. They put pictures on the wall. They have the wallpaper, this back, which makes it darker. It matches this. This is beautiful renderings, I'll say that. Look at here, backsplash, almost subway talus. Then a countertop, very simple. You don't have freaking plants all over the place. You don't have clutter everywhere. It's just nice, inviting, easy. Come in. Oh, yeah, this is nice and comfy. That's what you want for your short-term rental. And if you want to live like that too, that's your business. But nonetheless, isn't this beautiful? What do you guys think of this? Look, does this just look like we're in DR potentially, right? This is what they should be doing. Again, not a big fan of putting things on counters because people, when they come, if we're doing short-term rentals, they're going to want to put their hair dryers, women hair dryers, irons, their little women belongings that they need in the bathtub or in the bath area. Notice the robes over here on the left-hand side. Throw it in, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you want. That's what you want. I better look at something. Hold on a second. I have something. I got people checking in tonight in Las Vegas for the Sphere U2 concerts. So just got to double check, make sure everything's okay. No issues. But notice, again, I think that's all three of these. Okay. And we already went over the building features, so that's it. Floor to ceiling windows, of course. Private balconies, ceiling heights 9 to 12 feet. Larimar, Cruise on Land, Atlantida. Are you listening? 9 to 12-foot ceiling heights. Are you guys listening? All the guys building condos in the DR, are you listening? Private balconies in select units. So every unit doesn't even have private balcony. Washer and dryer in select units. Cruise on Land, they have a laundry probably downstairs, I'm assuming. I don't know where their laundry is going to be. Larimar, washer and dryer, they have in the units. The Beach, washer and dryers in the units. Vista Cana, I think all the units have washers and dryers. Primavera, yeah, they're villas, so they're going to have washer and dryers. So most places have washer and dryers. Some places have a laundry room. So gives you more room in your unit or more space in your unit if you do that way. Now, I want to point out something about the Gale that I forgot about. You guys are thinking this thing's going to be 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 square feet. Wrong. These are 410 to 900 square feet. That's it. These are studio, 1 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. These are built for like short-term rentals, similar to like what Larimar's doing, similar to Cruise on Land, similar to a lot of units in the DR. Studio, 1 and 2 bedroom units, 410 to 900 square feet. That's it. Okay. And in case you want to see it and can't, there it is in the blue. And it's fully furnished, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to look kind of cool. All residences are delivered fully furnished and furnished with fixtures and furniture curated by Urban Robot. That explains why it looks minimalistic, nicely laid out with the color schemes. And that's why they set you up for success if you plan on doing short-term rentals, or if you're going to live there, you're going to live comfortably. So I love it. Urban Robot, ladies and gentlemen, we love it. All right. So let me know what you guys think. All right. Brian P., another investors in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to his name. And he brings his tagline. Hello, Eric. I hope all is well with you. Hello, SSN family. I got the notification and trailer. Thank you so much. That's 5 people tonight. And everybody smash that like button so the YouTube guys know that we're still in the house. And if you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Brian P., another investor in the house and a member of the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And very, very happy to see you on a Friday night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Let's see. Joan Cantor. They told me in Cruise on Land, you can leave free for 30 days. After that, you can still leave it in, but you will have to pay a fee. Oh, that's a change. hold on a second. Hold on. Are we talking about rental? So are you saying, okay, first of all, let me tell you what everybody understands. Cruise on Land said that you have to sign a 5-year contract if you're going to be in the rental pool, and you have to be in the buy the furniture package. Even though it's a 5-year contract, you can get out in 2 years. That's originally what it was. Are you saying now that they said, forget about that? You sign a 1-year contract and you can get out of it in 30 days? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying the other thing that was allowed? It used to be also, if you sign the rental agreement, you could only use your unit 30 days out of the year, because that was a thing. And if your unit wasn't available due to other people renting, then they would give you another unit. Why? Because the timeshare-esque attitude, hotel-esque attitude, all units are furnished the same. So what difference does it make if you had unit 105 or 505 or 605 if they're in the furniture package? Because it's the same square foot, same unit, same amenity inside your unit. So if your unit is rented that week and you want to use the Cruise on Land, they were going to let you stay in another unit equal to yours. It was reasonable. So now Joan Cantor might have some new information. So please clarify, because to me, they told me Cruise on Land, you leave free for 30 days. After that, you can still leave in it, but you live. Okay. You can still live free for 30 days. Yes. The 30 days was the thing. I thought you meant leave, but yeah, live free. Yes. 30 days a year if you're in the rental pool. After that, you can still live in it, but you will have to pay a fee. But what kind of fee? Because that's rental money. I'm anticipating. Let me give you guys an idea. Okay, so I talked about this in several videos and before. If I know the water park downtown, the Caribbean Lake Park, costs me $129 per adult per day, and I have 4 people with me, it's going to cost me over $400. Even if my kids are 13 and under, or under 13, 12 and under, it's going to cost me $400. If my kids are 13 and over, that's going to cost me like $500 plus for one day to go to Caribbean Lake Park. We have a water park at Cruise on Land. Why wouldn't somebody pay $250 a night? And you can just go to the water park. You can go to the go-kart track. You can go to the roller coaster. Or you can do all this other activities. So I don't see how you're going to rent for cheap at Cruise on Land. I just don't see how that's possible. So now the question then says, you're saying you can still live in it, but you will have to pay a fee. I don't understand. What do you mean? So here's where I get a little belligerent. I'm like, wait, what do you mean I'm paying? Here's the problem. This little setup is like a timeshare. Again, I know why a guy said timeshare before. We get discount rates at a timeshare, right? If you stay, you get discount rates. But you own there, though. You own your unit. Well, allegedly, you own your unit. So I don't understand what this language is. You pay a fee. Why would you pay a fee? So that's a penalty. I don't get it. I understand. I think what you're saying, though, is correct, that you can only stay 30 days if you're in the rental pool. After that, if you want to stay there, they're going to give you a discount on rent, right? I think that's what you're saying. But it's an insult that you even have to pay rent anyhow. That's the actual insult. But again, you have a choice to be in the rental pool or not be in the rental pool. If you're not in the rental pool, then you control when you stay there and when you go, when you rent and when you don't. And you don't have to pay an extra fee, nor are you subject to the plus or minus 10% rental situation either. So that's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, we're going to all find out in we're going to be at Cruise on Land November 6th through the 8th. So we're going to get to the bottom of this, because this is a new twist. That's a new twist. If you got to pay a fee if you want to stay there, I understand. There's no way else to do it. If you're in the rental pool, they only allow you up to 30 days. So I can understand that they're going to tell you, if you want to stay longer than 30 days, you got to pay a fee. But what is the fee? Is it $75 a night, $50 a night, $25 a night? What's the fee? Is it $150 a night? That's the $1 million question. And now I'm paying for a fee for a place that I own. Is kind of weird when you really think about it. So that's why I have to terminate it. In my mind, I got to go, oh, it's a timeshare. See, that I know people don't like to hear me say this, but that's what it correlates to. It's like, I'm going to use owner time, is what we call it, right? So I'm not going to be using my week. I'm going to rent my week out. So when I come, I'm going to pay $75 or $50 per night. Owner time. Okay. That's how we do it. Yeah. Who did you hear it from, and who is the realtor you're working with? She said she's working with someone named KW Williams, and she said it's Jose. So that's who she's working with. But she's dealing with the situations. That's right. That's pretty much right. If you're in the rental pool, we knew already you can only stay in your unit for 30 days a year if you're under contract for the rental pool. And the only way you can be in the rental pool is if you buy the furniture package. So first you have to buy the furniture package with your unit. And then second, you have to sign that 5-year contract. And then that triggers you can only stay there 30 days a year. So we knew that already. This extra thing about you can pay extra. Okay, I get it. They're making money off of it. But again, that just seems, yeah. But nonetheless, I get it. You signed up for 30 days. So now they allocated the 30 days that you want to use. So now they're going to have to offset that by a unit that, if you want to stay longer, they can't rent that unit out. So the owner of that unit still has to make money. So I can see that. That makes sense. So it's just like in timeshare. You're going to use owner, unit, bonus time, whatever you want to call it. There's available units, so you get to pay less amount than normal people, substantially less. 3 or 4 nights could be $200. 4 nights, $200 or something like that, right? Whereas it might charge $250 a night, $300 a night. So it's worth it, but at least they still don't lose entirely by renting to you or letting you stay there. So I get that. We are going to the Cruise on Land office in Punta Cana. Exactly. Gonna be there. All right. Let's go. But yeah, that's not really, I will say that's not really unexpected, because it was already 30 days in the contract. They're just making it so if a unit is being used, they're going to allow owners to stay longer than 30 days. If they so I'm not too mad about it. I just, they're setting up a contact for us, Eric, and they will. Yeah, Hetzel's not going to be there when we go, apparently. I don't know if she's changed her mind. I haven't been in touch with her, but they're going to have to, I'm hoping the director comes and has some fun. Show us the models. The models of Cruise on Land. Oh, yeah, at Cruise on Land. Yeah, we'll go check out the models when we go. They are charging the public to use the amenities, separate interest for the owners. Yep. I expect that to happen. Okay. Raydell Cabezas. Let's see. He's saying, Eric, so you don't think Macau Hills be a good property to be able to rent? What, in your opinion, is comparable or better for that price? No. Raydell Cabezas. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, Krasky View, Macau. I was referring to Krasky View, not Macau Hills. Krasky View does not have a restaurant, nor hotel, nor paddleball court, nor tennis court. So it's nor transportation to a beach club. Krasky View, Macau does not have any of that, as far as I know. Gwen's going to come talk to us on Monday. No, Macau Hills, 3 is out. Hell yes, it's a hell of a deal. 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths, $118,000. I think I can rent a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath at Macau Hills for $120 per night. I don't think I'll have a problem. When I put in there transportation from Macau Hills to the beach club, transportation to from Macau Hills to Macau Beach, I don't think I'm going to have a problem. Pool, fitness center, cafe, bar, whatever they're having there. And if they bring the hotel too, that then would add additional amenities like potentially a spa or restaurant inside there. And if they allow owners that live there to use it, which I'm pretty sure they will, like a country club environment, I think that would make it an extra bonus. So, no, there's no problem. Krasky View costs more than Macau Hills. The units are, well, I don't even know if they're really bigger. They're like 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath is like 140 to 150. That's a whole different ball game. With apparently, we'll see what Gwen says, because I told Gwen, I said, hey man, I don't think they have amenities there, and I said this is the tenet of renting. If you're going to rent out, then you need amenities. If you're going for just having a pool, a barbecue grill by the pool, and some loungers and cabana, and that's it, well, then you can buy anywhere, is my point. So that's the whole thing. No, Raydell Cabezas, do not make no mistake about it. Macau Hills and Gardens are priced so low, you can't lose right now. $118,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 912 or 920 square feet. Yes, it's kind of small, but you will be able to get 120 a night. Come on. Now, $80,000 for a 2-bedroom, $85,000, $89,000 for a 2-bedroom villa. Also, I think you can rent for $90 a night. Come on. In 3 years. Because they're going to be done in 3 years. I think it was 2026. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. Macau's going to have 5-star Hyatt or Hyatt, right? Hyatt residences and hotel there, for Christ's sakes. And another 5-star resort's going, 2 of them's going to be there on Macau Beach to change the area. And Michi's up the way is also going to build 5 stars. So that area is going to have this nice little upscale vibe. And then you're going to have these units over here that are not really large, but they're just nice. I mean, 900 square feet for 3-bedroom. And that's just nice. I mean, nothing big. It's going to have 3 bedrooms, half bath, I believe. And it's, small living dining room area and then bathrooms, and rent for one. The people who got in already, $112,000, $113,000 for that same unit, $99,000. I mean, come on. You're going to be winners. $100 a night, $120, $112, $150. I mean, come on. I don't see a problem. I really don't. I really, really don't. So we're going to find out. But make no mistake about it. No, Macau Hills. The link is down below. Get in touch with Nestor. Macau Hills 3 has popped up. Make sure you let them know you're from SSN Nation. Eric sent you. Go over there. Get in touch with him and get your unit. They go fast. They go real fast. Jaway J may still be able. Jaway J may chime in if he's still here. He's willing to sell one of his 3 bedrooms for $112,999. And so if you want in Macau 2, which is inside the gates, phase 2 and phase 1 is inside the gates with the alleged hotel, which I need to verify again. They're going to have the clubhouse. They're going to have the paddleball, the tennis courts, the cabanas, the loungers, and I think the cafe restaurant there. So, and the transportation inside that gated area. So $113,000. So if you want something, send me an email, support@StopStrugglingNow. Jaway J has a unit that he's selling. He has 2 of them. He's very smart. All right. So here we go. Joan Cantor, they told me the fee is a rental fee, close to the rental fee. But you're right. Clarification on this should be more clarified. I will ask further. Yeah, it's understandable. It would be nice if they actually said, hey, you know what? Since you're an owner, bonus time, owner time. We're going to charge 200 per night, but you pay 50. We're going to charge 300 a night, but you pay 75. I doubt if they'll do that, but because that means that owner is missing out on people's $250, $300 per night rent. The other thing that people have to understand about cruise on land is if you're in the rental pool, they charge 35% management fee. That is hefty. Originally, people were talking about 35%. So I was telling people, well, if that's going to be the norm, then I'll open up a rental management company and charge 25. But most management companies are charging 25%. Some, if you're friends with some people, you might be able to get 20%. That 5% adds up when you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. All right. Every 100,000 you make, that's 5,000 that's gone out your pocket for every 5% more. Just keep that in mind. So that is the thing. Yes, Joan Cantor says, yeah, again, yeah, there's two things. See this, I really don't like this fee stuff because it starts morphing into questions. Yes, that's the question. What is the fee? So now, because it's not going to be built for 2 years, where people are going to want to know what's the fee for the amenities and what's the fee if an owner wants to stay there, right? After they're in the rental pool. So now people are going to start asking what those are. They're not going to be able to, I don't think they're going to be able to tell people. I don't see how they're going to be able to tell until they open, until it's real world. Because I don't even know if they know how much they're going to be charging per night to begin with at this point. So we'll see. We will see. All right, Raydell Cabezas, just about to give the 20% for 3-bedroom Macau Hills Villa. Would you say Primavera would be a better investment? They're different animals. I can't say, it's up to you. They're different animals. So it's what your preference is. Because I can't really say. The reason I can't really say is because Macau Hills costs less than Primavera. So, and Primavera, yes, the Primavera 4 has the clubhouse. Primavera 2 has 3 pools, a basketball court, soon to be soccer field, and they won't have a man-made beach. But it all depends. I mean, you're going to have to spend $170 for a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath villa at Primavera 4. It might still include a pool, but it's $170 now. You can go to Primavera 2, get that same type C unit, and then it's going to cost $150, I think, $145, $150, something like that. So it's up to you. It's hard. It's a villa project. They both have advantages. The advantage of Macau is the price is so low, and it's in Macau. That has an upside, a big time upside. So you're establishing your spot near Macau beach area. And it has a it has a beach club and transportation to the beach club and to the beach from the villa, which is on the other side of the freeway. So, I mean, Primavera doesn't have transportation, as far as I know. So it's like trade-offs for what you need. So I can't really tell you which would be a better investment. They're both nice. Just depends on what you're trying to do. Your villa is going to be bigger at Primavera. That's all I'm saying, but you're going to pay more. So it's, it is what it is. So it's hard to really say. Raydell Cabezas, I know you're there, so you probably did not go through Nestor. Nestor is who you should have called, but I don't know if you did. But no, the Macau Hills is fine. I'm ranting and raving about it because if you're buying at $118 for a 3-bedroom, $113 for a 3-bedroom, That's a winner under any circumstance. This is like Primavera 2 all over again, where people were able to buy 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit, 1,500 square feet for 100,000. Then it was 125,000. They're renting them for 150 right now, 175. I mean, that's a win. We're getting our 1% or more. That's a win. And they're on Airbnb. So that's the thing. Okay, sorry. Thought you were talking about Macau Hills. Was just about to change my mind. I value your opinion. Thank you, Raydell Cabezas. No, I was talking about Krasky View, Macau. I was saying somebody said that they're the same builders. So I was like, okay, I want to go see Krasky View. They've already had phase 1 done somewhere. And I saw only a glimpse of pictures for 1 minute or less. And I was like, the units are kind of small. So you're there. You can go. Obviously, you saw the villas or saw something. I don't know how you even know about it, but I'm just saying 912 square feet for a 3-bedroom is small. Just like at Larimar, 792 square feet for a 2-bedroom is small. I mean, there's no way you can sugarcoat. These are small. These are designed for short-term rentals. Just like at the Gale Miami, 410, obviously, 410 square feet is a studio. 550 square feet would be a 1-bedroom traditionally. 900 square feet, 850 square feet would be a 2-bedroom in a condo project that has all these amenities, right? But if you go to Cana Rock, the 2-bedroom out there, I think, is 1,400 square feet. But you had to pay $230,000 first phase for that size unit. So those are the trade-offs. So it all depends on what you're trying to do. So I would not say Primavera and Macau. To me, they're different because they're different and in different locations. Primavera 4 is near downtown, costs more. Units are larger, so sure, they should cost more. The man-made beach is a great attraction with the clubhouse, great. Soccer field, which Macau Hills doesn't have. But also Primavera 4 doesn't have a hotel. They don't have transportation to and from the beach. So, I mean, it's kind of like they start evening out. And both, you're going to be able to get your 1%. So does it matter which one you get? I don't know. But all I'm saying is Macau has more of an upside because nothing's built out there. It's still jungle. Those are the same units. Who knows? The value could be worth W by 2026. Who knows? It wouldn't be inconceivable for them to be 175 to 200 and some thousand 3 years from now. And if that's the case, then you're going to be probably renting way higher than 113, 118, or 118 a night. You'll probably be in the 150 to 175 range, I would imagine, at least, if not more, because you have condos, you have 2-bedroom units. So it's hard to really guess at this point because we don't have anything going out there. And how many places, villa projects, have shuttles, their own beach club, and are taking people out to the beach? How many? I don't know of any other one, quite frankly. So that's something to think about. So I would go with the low price, hard to lose, $120 per night at Macau. I just don't see how that's not even. Here's what we're going to do, though. We can only get information now. Joan Cantor, who is your cruise on land contact? I believe it's Jose. It's Jose from Keller Williams. Joan Cantor, who's your cruise? It's Jose Keller Williams. So she's going through the realtor. George's Charles, Raydell, Macau Hills look like a good investment. Price is cheap. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes, went through Nestor thanks to you. Oh man, Raydell Cabezas. Then Nestor's awfully cool, man. He's the man. And he'll be at November 6th through the 8th. He'll be there one of the days, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go around. In fact, we're going to go up to Macau area with him. Go check it out. So you guys, he'll be there. So thank you for that, Radel Cabezas. I'm glad you went. He's a nice guy. So I'm glad you went through Nestor. That's awesome. And, oh, by the way, there's something Radel Cabezas is doing. He's putting down 20%. So if he's getting a 3-bedroom in phase 3, then that's going to be 118,000, I believe. In fact, I know that's what it is. But hey, Radel Cabezas, are those units 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, or 3 bedrooms, 2 baths? Let me know. But nonetheless, he's gonna put down 20%, which is 34 grand. He's already put down 20. He's got 3 years, which I think it's 20. It could even be 40. I don't know. But if he does this, then he's going to be down to 80. Is that around 80 grand? So what he owes, it's going to be, I think it's 2040, if I'm not mistaken. So whatever. 40% of that would be 40. No, that can't be right. That's 60%. Let me get my calculator, ladies and gentlemen. Let's call it 118. If he's doing 118, or if somebody canceled and he's getting the 113. But I'll start with 118. This is for everybody. Times 20%. That would be 23,600. All right. 40% of 118 times 0.4. 47,000 divided by 30. Are we at 36 levels? So if it's 40%, then we're going to be around 1,300 per month if you do monthly. If it's less than 40% and it's 30%, then the payment's probably going to be under 1,000 if we're doing payments. So just saying, that's the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, for 118. So now you're understanding what's happening. Primavera, on the other hand, you don't have the luxury to do 3 years. Primavera, just so to be clear, if you buy a villa there, you have 14 to 18 months. That's it. That's how fast they make your unit. So that's a higher payment, shorter time span to boot. So keep that in mind. So again, it's all about managing your money. All right. Thank you, Radel Cabezas. I'll mark that down and make sure I hit up Nestor and go, hey, man, Radel Cabezas, congratulations. All right. You can open a management company, but is the project going to allow you to operate there? I believe they said they'll be very strict with their standards. Victor Morero, if I opened a management company, they would not approve me. I can tell you that, right? If we're talking about Cruise on Land, Larimar, they're not going to probably approve me because I'd be a new business, no track record, and no upscale rentals. So they wouldn't probably approve me. It wouldn't work. I don't even know if Cruise on Land is actually, they probably are, because they're controlling the whole project. So they're probably vetting as well, like Larimar's doing. So no problem. But see, here's the point, though. The point about it is Victor Morero very well knows. He rents. He knows there is a difference between 25% and 35%. Huge difference. Just so everybody knows. So I'll run some numbers. Let's go. This is what we do here. Cool. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. George's Charles told me it was, but for some reason my mind keeps thinking they're 3 2s. 2.5 for 118. Man. 113. Go get Jaway J's. I mean, whatever. It's sweet. But nonetheless, congratulations, Radel Cabezas. 2.5 bath. That's 118 or 113. Either way, that's a winner. All right, we're going to go do Google because this is what we do sometimes. It's Friday night and I'm going over my time. I thought we'd never do 3 hours again, but we might make it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over here, Google Calculator. Okay. And actually, here's what we're going to do. Let's do, I don't know what they're going to rent at Cruise on Land, but I'm going to, like I said, I just can't see how they're not going to be renting for like 2 bedrooms, can't be renting for like $250. I just don't see how that won't be possible. Especially if you have all, it's fully furnished, looking nice, and the amenities are included. I just don't see how it's less than that, but they could surprise me, but I don't see how it's less. So I'm going to do this. 250 times, I'm using 50%, which is 15 nights a month. That's $37.50. Okay. Times 65% straight out the box. Whoops, sorry. Clear. Okay. That's $2,437.50. All right. The 2-bedroom is 70. Yeah, okay, it's around 70 square meters, right? So we'll call it minus 145. We'll just say that. We're guesstimating. Electricity, let's call it electricity and that extra stuff. Let's call it minus 150. So that's 2142. So I did the 150. I did the HOA at 150, the electricity or whatever, 150. Okay, so I think we're good. 2142.5. The amenities fee, okay, we'll say minus 80. All right, 2062 times 12. This is 50%, by the way. 24,000 a year, and you only bought it for 128. It's a 2-bedroom. That's a win. Even at 35%, that's a win. So, but that's if we're at 250. I like I said, I'd be shocked if they didn't do it. So now we're doing it where a person's not in the rental pool and they're doing it themselves and they pay 25%. So it's going to be 10% more, but we'll just go through the motions, right? Times, what was that, 15? Right? Times 0.75. That's the 25%. Then we're doing minus 150 for HOA, minus 150 for electricity, minus 80 for amenities fee. 2432 times 12. We're at 29,000. So 29,000, 5 G's more. You start doing stuff like this every year and rent value goes higher, it's going to be more than 5 G's difference. So that's the difference right there on a nutshell. When you do difference of 10%, is quite frankly, it ends up being a large amount. So just giving everybody an idea, this is what happens when you start having 35, 25, and heaven forbid if somebody said 45%, right? Because that would then get real crazy. So that just gives you an idea of what you can deal with at 50% occupancy. Imagine you being able, again, I just can't imagine these guys are charging less than $250 a night, including all those amenities. I just can't see it for a 2-bedroom. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if it's more than $250. I seriously would. I just don't see it. All right. Let me know what you guys think about this. But those are the differences. And if you're lucky enough to find a company that does 20%, well, then you found a gold mine, because that changes. You'll be in the 30,000 range at 250 per night at a cruise on land. So you'd be at $2,500 for 50% occupancy per month. And imagine if you go up 10% more, you'll be at 35, 37. And you only have one unit. Imagine if you had two units and have 70,000 a year coming in. That would be incredible. So that's the power that you may have at Cruise on Land and the mega projects. Larimar, I don't know what they're going to be able to rent for yet. They have a lot of amenities included, but again, 5-star hotels renting at 500 plus per night for hotel room. Again, I just don't see how you're not charging $250 to $300 a night. For a 2-bedroom, I'm talking about it. I just can't see how they would be that inexpensive, but I'm going with what I think is like on a low end price point 2 years from now, when you've added another 1 million visitors into the area. I just don't know. So maybe you guys have a crystal ball. So now here's a crystal ball we don't like crystal balls. So I'm going to go overtime tonight. We're going to go to Airbnb. We're going to go to 2024. All right. Let's go to 2024. Rentals this high, but more and more people manage making these. All right. And before I do that, let me see here. I need to get myself a little bit of water. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you sign up for you have to pay to sign up. It's $199 per person, SSN Lifestyle, Real Estate Investors, and Business Forum. All right. So I'm going to do something before we get You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to stick with something since Raydell Cabezas is out here buying in Macau area. We're going to go look at Macau right now, because right now there's hardly anything there. So we're going to go look and see Punta Cana. Okay, let me see if Macau actually registers. Yes, it does. Macau, Punta Cana. So we're going to go to January 25th, not a holiday, through the 1st, Thursday to Thursday. Guest, we're going to go to 5. No, to be fair, we want to get closer to Apple. 6. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, sleep 6 for sure. 8 on a sofa sleeper. So here we are. Now, here's Macau. Right now. Here we are. Now, these units are going to be bigger, right? They may even be closer to the beach. This is 4 bedrooms, so that's $209 per night. Looks very nice. Wait, this is at Cana Rock, I think. I think this is Cana Rock. I think. This is a guy that did something that's unique. I think this is, if this is the guy, I think it is. He has 2 units, and or I don't know if it's 2 units or he connected a door between them or whatever happened, but he's got 2 units. As soon as I saw that beach, so I think that's not even at Macau. Let's go out Macau. This is a, geez, they don't, this is a 3-bedroom house. Okay. That's very nice home. This is going to be bigger than the ones at Macau Hills, it looks like. Or is it? Oh, this might be that bungalow that actually is their lofts. They're not really bedrooms. They got one room as a loft, but they're counting them as a bedroom. Yes, I know which one this is. Brand new. They have these in Cana. All right, let's get down to business, shall we? Where's Macau Beach at? Here we go. 112. This is what we're looking for. New. Again, this is new as well. Somebody has a nicely furnished unit. This looks like, where's this at? Never seen this. Nicely furnished though. So here's 112 a night for a 2-bedroom. So again, I just can't see. This has an upside all the way. 112 is about the lowest we can find. This is a 2-bedroom, whether it's a condo or, oh, it's Hard Rock. Disregard. I opened up, it's Hard Rock. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 112, 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, it's saying. This is Hard Rock right here. So that doesn't count. In fact, see, it started Hard Rock. When I open it up, it's Hard Rock. Am I not at Macau? I'm not at Macau. That's why. So I was in the wrong neighborhood. Here we go. 280. This is a good sign. Across the street, that's this villa, La Posada, tropical bungalow with pool, 3 bedrooms. And I don't call these bedrooms. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're like these bungalows that have these lofts and things like that. But nonetheless, it's nice. 280, good sign. What's also a good sign, notice there's nothing out here for rent. That's a better sign. And here we go, El Refugio. Bungalow with pool, near play, 3 bedrooms, 4 baths. It's that bungalow again. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what we're talking about. El Macau. Look at here. 4 bedrooms, Villa Gertrudis, 238 per night. But here's the thing. There's nothing available out here. There's hardly, here's 127, which you still win. Come and rest well in our home. Oh, this is very small. This is very, very small. This is a condo. Well, yeah, I think this is a condo out here. So this is good sign too. A condo is going for 127. So this bodes very well for people owning villas in Macau territory. First, there's nothing available. Second, you're buying at a cheap price. Look, I mean, this is a great sign. We can't find anything out here that's available. Great sign. This is making this even better buy. They only have 4 units out in Macau area for rent or available. There may be more, but that's it. And the cheapest one is 127 condo. Everybody else is in the 200s that have villas for like $210 per night. My God, 15 nights. That's over 3 G's. And you can take away your 25%. That would be interesting. So let me know what you guys think about this. Wow, I got a lot of stuff that just popped up. That's interesting. Let me know what you guys think. This is boding well for anybody thinking about being at Macau. Look, they don't have the Hyatt yet. This right here, I don't know what. Into Punta Cana, 5 bedrooms. Yeah, that's by the water too. So, but this bodes well for anybody. This is all jungle out here right now. 2 years, you're going to be able to charge. Well, even if it's 127, which why would you? The condo's charging that. So this looks like a 199 to 220 range right now. 3 years from now, this is probably going to be 250 range. No, it's already 250. So 3 years from now, this could be 300, 325 range or more. So this bodes well. Like I said, we can't go wrong with the Macau purchase. I don't think. It's in the pudding right here. We can already see this is a win-win. There's nothing out there. Zero. Zero. I do know there's going to be other condo projects out here. But they didn't put anything in but a pool, and that's it. Maybe a fitness center, but there's nothing else that those, and they only cost like 40 grand, 50 grand. They weren't very big projects. So again, star resorts are 484 out here north of Macau. Look at this. 160 apartment, 3-bedroom, 5-star, 160. I don't know what this enclave is, but 290, 670. Wherever this is, wait, there's this. I saw that this is something out here. I don't know where this is, quite frankly, but this is getting pricey. Oh, we have something 70. Uvera Alto. Yes, I've heard of this project out here. It doesn't have any amenities, but it's close to the beach apparently. Beachfront condo. Get it while you can. Those are for sale right now. 400. This is all pricey up here. Wow. I love it. This is what's coming. 810, 340. Yes. Basically, there's hardly anything out here, so they can charge whatever they want. But when you come back, so this is Hard Rock. A lot less because there's more units available. But going up to Macau, hardly any units available. But in 3 years, there's going to be more units at Macau. But I still say you can't lose. So therefore, the proof's in the pudding. This is easy. Macau's easy. Purchases in Macau right now at those purchase prices for Macau Hills, the prices are perfect for what you get. And you're going to be able to charge, it looks like $200 per night or more. 3 years from now, maybe $250. That's a win. I mean, that would be unheard of. Making $30,000 a year on a 120,000 or less purchase. That's damn near almost 30%. Year one, if you're able to do that. That's incredible. It looks like you might be able to. That's crazy. That's really remarkable, quite frankly. I didn't realize what great of a buy that was out there. All right, we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. If you have anything else you want to talk about or discuss tonight, please do so now. If, again, I implore you, please sign up with the SSN Lifestyle. I only have one person that is paid. I'm not going to name names. That one person, that's one. Me is 2. Wife, 3. So 3 people right now is coming for sure. Everybody else, prices are going to go up on Tuesday, the 24th. I realize now what date it was. The 24th, prices go up because then I'm going to be getting additional people that I'm not going to account for. So you need to register. It's $199. Go over to SSN Lifestyle. I'll put a link in the chat room for everybody that sees this on replay, so you'll have no excuse. Let's see, SSN Lifestyle. I'll put the link in where this takes you directly to the sign up, $199 per person. So there you go. And hey, Riddell, they didn't put out the brochure yet from, hold on a second. I was asking about the brochure today, but I didn't pay attention. Let me see. I was doing some things. No. So all I have is the price list right now. I don't have the brochure for Macau Hills number 3. I don't have the brochure because my question was, do they have a clubhouse? Do they have the same setup that they have at Macau Hills 2? Is there a hotel? Is there paddleball, tennis courts? Or you don't have a hotel, but did you add something else, a cafe, restaurant, and a soccer field, maybe? I mean, something. fitness center, spa, wellness, something. I doubt it. I don't think they're making that. But if they did, that would increase the value in that Macau Hills brand. So maybe we will see. All right. So I put the link in the chat room. If you're coming, my wife and I should be going 6th through the 8th, Redel Cabezas. Then again, you need to sign up before the 23rd. It's $199 per person. You can use your debit, credit, checking. Well, it's PayPal. So, or you can use crypto if people use crypto, even though it says use for what is it? The nodes or the NFTs. Doesn't matter if you send $199 in crypto and pay $199, they'll produce an invoice. We'll know what it's for. All right. If you want to use your Venmo, if you want to use PayPal, you can. Hopefully that helps. Debit, credit card, you can. So hopefully that helps out. All right. So if she's coming, if you are coming, then you need to register, and that means pay, because you're not unless, well, no, you're not an SSN Lifestyle Founders Club member, because if you were, then you wouldn't have to pay at all. You would be included. You SSN Lifestyle Founders Club members, again, there's going to be a revamp after November 6th, 7th, 8th. I couldn't revamp right now because they're going to have to, they have to take down the server. They're changing servers when I do the revamp. So I can't take it down right now because it's not going to be like one day. Since we need people signing up and registering, I don't want that down. So when we come back, new websites coming up for SSN Lifestyle, Stop Struggling Now, new promos for both, new gear coming out as well. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, we'll be closing at the beach at the same time. So arranging that. Damn, Redel Cabezas doing the damn thing, taking on the beach. Hey, he's going to have that awesome penthouse unit again, valued. Value has increased, but I don't know. We need an appraiser to go out to the beach. Somebody did. So what I want to, did anybody, Redel Cabezas, did anybody come back with the appraisal? Because somebody mentioned there was an appraisal. Did they actually show proof? Because I don't go by somebody telling me the appraiser said and then didn't show me any proof of nothing. I'm just like, hold on, man. People are out here buying these things for 200 and some odd thousand. How's he going to say 100 and some odd thousand? I can understand why he would. I mean, that's not the issue. The issue is I want something in writing. I don't want somebody to say, oh, the appraiser came out and said so. I want something in writing. So then his name is on some dotted line that says, hey, my company says this, which is something to say. An appraiser has the fiduciary duty if he's signing. I don't want to hear words. I want him to sign on his paperwork saying this is what it's appraised at. People do this all the time. And then I want a second opinion, because I'm going to tell you guys something about appraisers. I had a house that had a pool. It was, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, fireplace, pool, which fireplace don't really matter. Pool, which kind of doesn't matter either. Deck, levels. It was like a tri-level type of setup. One of the rooms was crazy, hard to furnish. 20 by 30 family room, 20 by 30. It was crazy. But the guy comes to the house. There's a home for sale literally across the street, exact same model in a different subdivision, but it's 100 yards away, selling for or sold for like $385,000. Then around the corner, because in the subdivision, they had like every 8 houses were similar design. little nuances because ours had a loft in it. Another person changed their loft to a bedroom, so they made theirs 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. So, the little nuances like that. So the other guy who had the same unit as me, except he had hardwood, those vinyl floors put in, he's selling his for like $400,000. Appraiser comes to my house. Eric, here's your appraisal. And he goes, your house is worth $345,000. I looked at him and said, have you lost your mind? I said, what do theirs have that mine don't have? Those both sold at a higher price. I said, one, they don't have a pool. I'm like, so what are you talking about? And then he says, oh, well, one of them, they put in a 4-bedroom. I said, yeah, we have the same square footage though. But I get you. Okay, 400,000. What about the other guy? He says, oh, he's too far away. I don't want to count that one. I said it's 100 yards away. It meets the half a mile, even a quarter mile criteria. What are you talking about? I said, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm just going to call it BS. And I'll get another appraisal. The other appraiser comes out. He signs $400,000. In fact, Eric, 420. But you're close to the road. That's what he said. I said, okay, fair enough. But at least he was on par with the neighborhood. And again, our had stuff upgraded in our house, like put tile in when there wasn't any tile. We did other upgrades, right, interior wise. So when people came in our kitchen, they were like, whoa, our kitchen was different. Actually, it was open because they had an L shape. So when they came in, the kitchen dining room combo was open. So that changed it too. So he's like, your house is worth 400 easy. He said, somebody could argue it's worth 10 to 20 G's more. I said, I know. But this other dude, 345, I don't know what he's smoking. So anyhow, house, 400,000, no problem. But again, that's why I want appraisers. And if I think one appraiser's too cheap, then I need a double check. Everybody in the neighborhood selling theirs for 250,000, and you come here and tell me mine is at 175. I'm skeptical, to say the least. Everybody would be skeptical. All right. So here we go. Raydell Cabezas will be closed. Yes. Okay. If he's doing a closing, he has to get an appraisal. Here it is. Yes. Did a bank appraisal worth 570 about 2 months ago. I have it on paper. Can send it to you if you want. Yes, Raydell Cabezas. Yes, please. This is what I'm talking about. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is bona fide. I think Raydell, actually, I don't even remember what unit he has, but I think he has the 4-bedroom penthouse. I think they were 310, 320, something like that when they came out. Or is it 3-bedroom? It's 1, 2, 3. No, 4-bedroom. I think he has the 4-bedroom penthouse. Or 3. It doesn't really matter. All I know is whatever it is, he probably bought it around 300,000. And for it to be worth 570 appraisal, that means, now, here's the kicker. What happens when you go to the bank? Are they going by your contract, or are they going to go by the appraisal value? So what I'm trying to say is, are they going, okay, you put down 50%. Let's say, I don't remember the numbers, but let's say you put down 50%. Let's say you bought it for 310. I'll just round down. Let's say you bought it for 300. Does that mean they're going on the contract for 300? You owe 150. So what are they doing? Are they making you put any money down? What are they doing? That's the $1 million question. Because if you gave them an appraisal of 570 and it's approved by them, then what more do you need? You already put down 50%. So what are they asking for? That's the $1 million question. We can talk about this on another day. But back to your question. Can you do a show on Macau Hills? Yes. I'm doing a show on Macau Hills. I'm doing a show on Krasky View next week. Nestor's going to come and we're going to talk about Macau Hills 3 when the brochure comes out. I'm assuming it's next week sometime for Macau Hills 3. And that's when we're going to talk about it. So that'll be next week, I'm assuming. If not this weekend, it all depends. I don't know where he is. He didn't respond today, and he was doing some classes. So hopefully we can get that done, because I really like the Macau Hills. It speaks for itself on Airbnb. I know there's going to be a lot more units out there 2 years from now, but at this point, $200 and some is excellent pricing. Plus, for villa units, this is great. So we will be doing a show. All right, this is great to hear, Raydell Cabezas. Congratulations to you and the family. Look, again, here's the thing. He didn't know about SSN Nation like 3.5 years ago when we're talking about the beach. I don't think he purchased before that. So he has the rock bottom price, I think. So think of this. Can you believe he may have $250,000 profit equity wise? You guys have to understand, if he's in America, and he can probably do this in the DR too. I think he's a resident there or a citizen. So he could actually take control, get the whatever, the 100, let's say it's 150. He could actually walk in the bank and say, you know what? Can I get $120,000? I mean, can you just make this loan like 230? But you wouldn't do that, though. I'm just saying, because you're going to owe interest on that loan. Whereas, in fact, if you make monthly payments, you don't owe interest. So you wouldn't do that. But all I'm saying is that would be something to think about if it was already built. Because then you could just go, I'll take the one, just give me the 275. I'm going to go buy this other one and then rent that out and pay this note that would be $2,000 a month at 8.5%, something like that. Pretty close, maybe. Yeah, it's going to be pretty close to $2,000 per month. So you would say 2 rental units. All they need to generate is $1,000 a month each. Highly doable in a high tourist location. And you have in, place, they're going to be in most wanted areas. So you'll be good. All right. Well, Raydell Cabezas, congratulations on the 570. Because that actually helps support the value for the area. And in fact, that sets the value for everywhere. This is why we want the beach to win. We want look, again, it's so frustrating. We want the beach to call up Claire HP and say, hey, man, we're just going to pay you. We're going to pay you more money. Can you get some of these 4 and 5 level towers built in like 3 weeks for us, please? Bring over some of them cranes. We'll pay the extra so we can get 2-3 units done, so we can knock out some of these units in a month, please. So then we can start doing the interior, getting these things all on track so we can have delivery in the next 6-7 months. I mean, come on. If you hear me, beach developers, just do the damn thing. Call Claire HP, get it handled. I know you're going to have to pay them, but make a deal. Do something. Give an equity deal. I don't give a damn. If you got some penthouse units that's worth $600,000-$700,000, come on, man. Tell these dudes, give them 4 or 5 of them. There's their millions of dollars that you're going to need them. At least you get your stuff done. I'm just, because you got value waiting. You could explode the whole area for everybody that invested early. That's all I'm trying to say. All right. Anyhow, that's going to close my night out because we went over. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Hopefully I'll see more of you registering. So I know you're coming November 6th to the 8th. That would be awesome. And I put in that, and I'm going to show this just in case somebody came in late. I'm going to play 3 videos. All right. This is Primavera and Larimar type of related because these are different. But first up, Primaveral Day Night video. Check this out. Next up will be Primaveral Day. And then there'll be a Primaveral and Larimar City promo. But I'll probably interrupt in some of these. But here we go with the first one. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, just giving you a little preview of what's to come in the next 2 years. That's it. 2 years, and actually, Primaveral already is here. Their man-made beach is already here, and units are already there in Primaveral 4. So the Larimar, I didn't show Cruise on Land, but next video, come on Monday night, you'll see more Cruise on Land video. And we'll be going there when we go to visit. In fact, if I have Cruise on Land, maybe I'll play it just to give them some love. Here we go. Here's Cruise on Land, just so you understand what's happening out there. gentlemen, that's the love. There is a second video out now, I believe. So I'll have to get that to add. It's a different, slightly different, because they're going to show some different amenities or attractions, shall I say. So once again, thank you everybody for being here. I love you guys very much. I appreciate your support, everybody, by subscribing. I especially appreciate all the people that are those with the icons, members of the channel, because that means you're making a financial commitment to help out. Thank you so much. And make sure before you go, if you haven't smashed the like button, please do so. If you haven't shared the video with anybody, please do so. If you haven't told anybody about no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, real estate pre-construction, you need to, because you can do it in Miami. You can do it in Dominican Republic. You can do it in Belize. You can do it in Ecuador. You can do it in Cozumel, Tulum, Mexico. You can do it in Thailand. You can do it in Vietnam. You can do it in Philippines. You can do it all over the world. Except there's only certain places in the world where you don't have to work very hard for your tourist, your guest. They're coming automatically. So that is a major factor. If you can get it, why not get it while it's cheap, knowing it's like Disney 1980? Except it's on steroids, because you already have something there, all inclusive. You already have Cap Cana, you already have La Romana, you already have Puerto Plata, you already have Santo Domingo, you already have places where people already come. So now it's just a matter of, now you have these new projects being built, new hotels being built, more people are coming. You don't have to work for your visitors. You don't have to work for your business guests. You don't have to pay additional for cost of acquisition when there's only a few of you in business. So people have to come use you. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Being on the rise is better than being on the plateau when everybody arrives. Business gets a lot harder. You can establish your name, your identity, your brand, and it can be well known around the world quite quickly with today's environment about social media. Think about all this. This is what you have going for you right now. It's sitting on that island waiting for you to make a move. Are you going to make a move? What investments to make now? Now you know. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay out of trouble. Be safe this weekend, because you never know. Somebody could be having a bad day, but make sure they don't make their bad day your bad day. Watch out for yourself. Keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.